Welcome back to Luca's podcast. I am joined today with Sean and Luca.
What's happening, brother?
What's up?
How are we, boys?
We're good, bro.
Good.
Two revolutionaries in the NFT space, in the digital, what would you call it? Digital art
Exactly
space?
how I want to be introduced. Exactly. Call me like fucking the fuck machine 2000 NFT king of Australia. That's what I want to be called.
Oh, bro, I'm just calling you porn star, but I'm telling you, Bars has got you.
I got that from, I was watching Big Mouth last night, and you know, he called, have you guys watched that?
I love Big Mouth.
Yeah, the guy's like, I'm fuck machine. So that's why that was in my head.
This is going to be one of those episodes, isn't
100%.
it?
This thing is tripping me out. Imagine when we come in here and do mushrooms and just fucking just.
What do you mean, bro? I was already on it, bro. What do you mean? You got sober?
Yeah.
That's why I got my glasses on, bro. I'm definitely winning tonight.
Bring this a bit closer to you, bro. So I want to hear you.
It's got to get right.
You got to get right in there.
I'm going to have to bring this whole table forward, bro.
I like it. This is a good setup, man. I seriously, this could be my thing. I'm gonna just quit and just do NFTs and podcasts.
Honestly,
and that's
You
it.
just love the attention, bro.
And then we'll turn the podcast into a fucking NFT. Do you know what I mean? That's it. You get that. You know what I mean? Like an OnlyFans, but instead you get a podcast.
Yeah. I think the OnlyFans consumers might be a bit against that.
Yeah.
I think they kind of go into OnlyFans for a bit of different content.
Yeah.
No, I reckon you suit it, but you suit it for sure, bro.
Tapping into OnlyFans for NFTs is something that no one's done yet as well.
No,
And then when they do, it's going to be fucking amazing. I've already had a thought about it, right? Is it because I know heaps of birds from OnlyFans and all the rest of it, but I was thinking like what they could do is you just sell like a cool NFT or whatever, like what I make, but just censor it out or whatever. And then if you hold that, you get like a month for free, or you get exclusive stuff or exclusive videos and shit like that. And I reckon that it will sell for heaps because they can onboard their fans from OnlyFans to have like a bit of content which they can actually show people. So it's like they can have the NFT of like and be like, you have a personal connection with them rather than, because I guess that's the whole concept of OnlyFans, isn't it? Is that you can have a personal connection with a porn star.
Oh, but what about this for the utility, bro? You buy the NFT and you probably get the one night with her as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's hectic.
That's the next level, though.
That's the real utility,
You're
bro.
paying 10 grand for that NFT.
I'm paying 10 grand, bro.
Yeah.
I'll pay 10
You're right,
grand.
though. You're right.
I'll pay 2x for that, bro. It's all good.
That's right.
I'll pay it, bro.
That is honestly a good thing that could happen for like the escort service too, is that you could have, if you own the NFT, if you own that, you do an auction. You know what I mean? Because they do it anyway. And they'd make more money.
Say it again.
So think about it. Is it because, like, have you ever spoken to those like escort birds and all the rest of it? Is what they do already is that you have a website, you go on there, and then you pay up front a couple grand or whatever. But what they could do is turn that into the blockchain, just do an auction, you know what I mean? And really kick it off and then get like 20, 30, 40, 50 grand or some shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've lost complete control of the show. How did we end up here?
We're back on track.
This is like me in a Twitter space, bro. I take full control over here. So yeah, Sean, I'm telling you, bro, this guy he's out of control, bro.
Do you guys want to sit at the desk? Do you want to share the desk?
No, I like the lounge.
I'm pretty keen
comfy.
to sit on the desk.
You want to sit on the desk?
No, it's all right. You stay.
Okay, I'll
It's
sit on
got
the desk.
clips and everything, doesn't it?
All right, so for people who don't know who you two are, I think a very simple kind of way of putting it is that you're both digital creators. You both function off Instagram, OpenSea, Facebook, Twitter, the whole lot.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
And you guys just make cool shit and put it on the internet.
I sure hope so, bro. Yeah.
that's all it is,
what I'm
man.
doing,
That's all it is you just make cool like today I sold a fucking NFT for $1,000.
What, did you?
I
You
made
didn't
it.
tell me?
Yeah, I made it today, and I just made it because I come across an artist because what I do with the current concept is I'll get an artist which I like, which a famous artist, which in this aspect was Roy Lichtenstein or something like that. He's like he was around in like the Andy Warhol days. And then I just flick through different art like Pinterest and all this shit, and then I find an artist which I remember and I relate to, and then I'll take some of their pieces and I'll overlay them and manipulate them over like a woman's face, which is shot in a studio or whatever.
No, can you pull up Sean's Instagram page?
Yeah.
It's called Fake Art.
Is it on Instagram or not?
Nah, this one's not on Instagram.
But just so people can kind of get an idea of the kind of
I'll
work
show
that
you what I
do.
mean. Yeah. And then what the concept is that they don't sell all the time. They don't sell that quick. Like you make it and they sell because it has to connect to somebody. So what happened is as soon as it was so kind of like that pink face. So that pink face.
So pull up that pink face right
That
there.
sold for $1,000 as well. So pretty much that
So good, bro.
that face is an Alex Gray piece. So if you have a look at the face, actually, the overlay of her, like see those skulls and stuff on the side. That's actually an Alex Gray piece, and that's why I put like the acid fucking molecular structure down the bottom and all the rest of it. So somebody bought that as well. It's because they connect with that. They like that. This person who bought that obviously.
Some dope
Wait,
shit,
hold on.
man. That is
tab,
insane.
why is that tab on her tongue, not on my tongue?
That's right. It's a Mickey Mouse tab.
How much UGs is that tab on? Tell me how much UGs is that.
I think that's a whole slab,
Luca,
and I
tell
just
me the
minimized
truth.
it.
Luca, tell me the truth. How many fucking grams of
I'm
shrooms?
sober. I'm sober, bro. I've got to function normally. I'm sober.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm looking at this NFT
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And it is fucking insane. The attention to detail, the lighting, the overlays, the textures.
The little Mario in the mouth. So you check it out.
Yeah, can you zoom in on that? The little Mario? Yeah, right there, right down the middle. Just zoom in, bro.
Can you zoom in on Instagram?
I don't know if you can.
It's
This
Instagram.
is why
Come on,
Instagram
bro.
shit, bro. This is why.
But there's a little Mario in the mouth. But anyway,
Yeah.
but the concept is I call it the faces of art. So I just mostly do women. I made the first male because I had a request for it, but it's mostly females, and I'll overlay some sort of famous artist which has inspired me throughout the years as like a tribute to them. Do you know what I mean? And then for the one that sold today is obviously this person must have been looking at my work for a while, but nothing connected to them, so they didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
And then they basically said to me, as soon as they saw that, they were obviously a fan of that Roy gentleman, who's that famous pop artist, and then it just connects with them, and then it creates like a good bond between me and this person now.
Yeah.
Because I created it because I loved it, and they bought it because they loved that artist, and so like eventually they just pop off every now and then. So somebody obviously bought that because they like acid. And that's cool. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they know who Alex Gray was because not many people do.
I would
Bro,
buy
everyone
that.
knows Alex Gray, bro.
I would buy that just to hang it on this wall, man. Because
It's
that
cool,
is
man.
Such a cool
I will do
piece of
something
art.
cool, and I'll print you something mad for
Can
here
you
as
go?
well.
That
Can we
first
go
one?
to the Banksy one, the one bottom right corner, the black and that one there. That Banksy
So
one. is
somebody actually
cool.
bought this as well. So somebody bought this. I actually made that for Penthouse. So, but when I signed my work with Penthouse, I was like, fuck, I need to do something to commemorate this and like say that I'm joining up with the team and all the rest of it. So then I created that, and somebody bought that as well. I'm actually going to get that put in a skateboard. It's coming now. There's a skateboard deck coming with that on it.
So
Can
for
I say
people-
something quick?
yeah, go for it.
Bro, as you can tell, like I'm number one fan. I commented first.
He did come.
As you can see, like Luca the Astronaut, yes, bro. First comment. I just want to let you know.
He
bro.
is the
You beat his girlfriend, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
You beat his
that's it.
girlfriend.
I did, bro. I bloody did. Rachel, you're runner up on this one for sure.
Spot on. Spot on.
So for people who don't know, what's Penthouse and what's your association with them?
So Penthouse, as in like Penthouse magazine, like the porn magazine, except it doesn't do porn anymore. So I'm not sure if you guys are too like familiar with the Australian Penthouse now, but the Australian it's art based. It's not porn anymore. There is naked girls in there, but it's the same sort of naked girls which I shoot myself, or that all these other famous photographers shoot, and it's just not censored. So Instagram, you have to censor it, obviously, and Penthouse just put it in a magazine. But there's a lot of art on it, so every cover is an art, is a piece of artwork. So how that's come about is I've done a couple covers for them, and then they approached me to like sell the covers as NFTs, and then I've brung it on as in like this, instead of just like a company trying to make some money in this space, make it like a proper launch pad for artists and build something bigger than just one or two drops, and actually create like a space where if people buy the Penthouse NFT, they can submit their work to Penthouse. They can submit their work for us to submit. I'll be reviewing most of it myself. I'll be doing all the legwork myself. But still, it's essentially going to be like a generated art drop, which means that the cover will be like randomly generated with different colors and different textures and different this and that, which is like a thing in the NFT space. Is like you'll see the animal PFP like trend is that it'll have different sunglasses or different, so everybody gets a different type of version of it. And
is
it's
it the Bored Ape?
same as the Bored Ape thing, yeah. So and it's all randomly done. So I've made one myself, which I designed myself with the cover that I had created for Penthouse. And then when we sell, we're only going to sell about 3,000 of them, just so we can keep the community small and the supply small, and have like a nice base rather than try and oversupply and try and make fucking money. We're just trying to build this nice little community, and then what will happen from then is when you hold that NFT, we're going to bring in some of the most famous artists in the world, like from everywhere. I've already spoke to artists I couldn't even believe that I would even be in contact with, but
Can
because
you name drop a couple?
No,
I can't. Yeah,
we can't drop.
I've got a big one, big one next week, which I can't even believe that I got
Is
the
it
email
Margot
about.
Robbie?
No, it's probably the biggest digital artist in the fucking world.
Lucas, but I'm the only one that knows.
He's like the only one that knows. Yeah, it's literally like the biggest digital artist in the world. But this is just we just got a Zoom meeting. Nothing's in stone yet. But it's other than that, there's already heaps of famous photographers which are already locked in.
Yeah,
and just lots of good famous artists like Ask Andy. And we've got a bunch of other, like this Robson guy from Sydney who does these amazing paintings. He's between Sydney and LA. He's like another famous kind of in the art world and stuff. So we'll bring them in for the collectors as in exclusive drops. And if you hold that NFT, you have that access to that exclusive like drop from all these artists. But the main point is, from my perspective of building this community, is that if you're an artist and you buy this NFT for just like $200 or whatever it's going to be, you can submit your work to Penthouse and we're going to look at it. So,
you actually get access.
That's right. So exactly how Penthouse has because they kind of gave me some of my first shots as a photographer. So it's kind of like a full circle thing for me. It's like they gave me my first shot. Now I'm going to use Penthouse's platform to be able to give somebody else their first shot. That's the plan behind it, is that I'm going to get artists which nobody knows about yet, and I'll put my money where my mouth is and buy their work myself. But I'm also, more importantly, going to put them on that platform where they can sell their work to the community. That makes
so much sense.
Yeah.
Because then there's that flow-on effect, right? So it goes beyond just you putting on one artist or two artists or how many it ends up being. And then those people get inspired by your actions and your movement, and they're likely to pass it on afterwards. And
that's
it's self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's exactly right. So it's like if one person can make it, we can all make it. Do you know what I mean? And if your artwork's not good enough, then we'll have workshops. We'll have photographers come in and do Q&As about how their process is, how their editing is. We can do videos. We can do like me and this guy already record our stuff already. So we can set up like workshops for people, and just like the sky's the limit really. It just really depends on, I don't think it even really depends on anything. It's going to be successful.
Yeah.
Like I have no doubt about it. Like especially with the way everything's been going so far, it just, I feel like it's inevitable really, because the space doesn't have anything like this. So kind of like how the projects are run at the moment is, they'll drop like 10,000 pieces. They'll make fucking millions of dollars. And then they kind of offer some stuff like random games and all this stuff like that, which I don't think will ever happen. But there's the outliers like the Bored Apes. Like the Bored Apes do give back to the community and they put on parties and all the rest of it. But this is going to be not so much about the glamorous side. It's going to be like creating fucking changing lives of artists.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like taking them from being no one and no one's paying attention to them to be like, you know what, you can do an exclusive 10 NFT drop for our community and sell them, do you know what I mean, for like maybe 0.2 or something like that, make a couple $1,000 but also I think did we lose audio here?
No, I can hear you pretty clear.
Oh, right. And then
no, are we good?
Do you know what I mean? It's like you make a couple $1,000 off the bat, and then but you've been established now, so you've just created your first collector's base, because that's how you grow. Is it like me and this guy, that's how we started. You get a couple of collectors, and then you get a couple more collectors, and then you eventually have people that just buy your work all the time.
And that's how the art world has worked historically for thousands of years. Do you know what I mean? It's not just like Vincent van Gogh put out his first painting and then like made a killing off of it.
That's right.
There's very much so a process of building a community and building people around you that support you and want to see you succeed, and they love your stuff and they talk about it and they recommend you to someone else. The difference is now in this digital space is that we have the leverage of the internet to do that at scale.
Yeah.
So suddenly you can reach out to someone from, I don't know, fucking Cambodia. You can reach out to someone from Cambodia who's making cool shit. And you go, oh, hey, like let's collab on something, or here's an opportunity here, or here's an alley-oop there.
I'll tell you a fun fact about Van Gogh, actually. He only sold one painting before he died. You know that?
Wait, what?
So he sold one painting in his life. You might have to fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's Van Gogh. I'm 99% sure it's Van Gogh. He sold one painting, and then he died, and then he got famous.
Fuck.
And then, now he's like his work is priceless, but his whole life he grinded. There's a lesson in that for people with NFTs. There's a massive lesson that it's about patience. Do you know what I mean? It's like he didn't give up. He fucking died, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like he gave up because he's fucking died, but he only sold one painting, and then after he couldn't do it anymore, then fucking he's like,
why were you such a pussy? Why did you die? You were so close.
That's right. And if he didn't fucking give up and he didn't die, then he would have lived to see his success.
Yeah, but there is something about art which you know, a lot of artists across genres, whether it's in music or NFTs or paintings or drawings or sketchings or animations, will often say those lines in that a lot of their work doesn't get appreciated until they're passed on because suddenly it becomes valuable. It's like, oh, there's not going to be any more of these. Suddenly there's a scarcity mentality to it, and this is the entire collection of things that are available.
Yeah. It's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually fucked if you think about it. Hopefully we get fucking famous before I kick the bucket. That's it. And I'll be
don't
happy.
be a pussy. Don't die, bro.
I'm not going to be a pussy.
Now, Luca, we haven't forgotten about you, bro.
Bro, Sean loves to take
I'm going to take my shoes off right now. Does that matter? Can I take my shoes off right here?
Make yourself comfortable,
fucking.
As long as you don't have no foot on it, bro.
Is it weird that I got jeans underneath this fucking thing?
I'm pretty sure astronauts go to space with jeans, bro. That's cool.
I think we do, yeah.
They fucking wanna. All right, was that right?
Van Gogh was never famous as a painter during his lifetime.
Fucking Jamie, fuck Joe Rogan. We got the new Jamie in here. He pulled it up as we were fucking transitioning.
So for people that are just listening, Van Gogh was never a famous painter during his lifetime and constantly struggled with poverty. He sold only one painting while he was never alive.
Mate.
The Red Vineyard, which went for 400 francs.
That's crazy.
That's fuck all.
Can you pull it up? The red. I think it's the top one right there.
Yeah, and I know my fucking art. That's why I put them on women's faces and people buy them.
Damn, bro.
I've never actually seen that piece. I knew the fact, but I've never actually seen that artwork.
Let's see.
Yeah, but is that like oil painting?
Yeah. So I see that flower thing. There's one of those.
Yeah, the sunflower.
One of those are on one of my NFTs, and if you want to buy it.
I swear I did this sunflower one. I was like probably back in like primary.
Yeah, so did I. That's why I put it. That's why I put it on the face because I'm like, fuck, I remember that.
So just to quickly recap the last half hour of whatever the fuck's going on here. Sean started off as a digital photographer, just working with assume a lot of like female artists and models and stuff like that. Just doing your typical Instagram stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you'd throw your own spin on it and like you'd have a Mario Kart in there or make a reference to someone like Banksy or Van Gogh. And so you slowly fine-tuned your own style, and then suddenly the NFT space opened, which is a non-fungible token that this is the part where you take over because you're the expert.
Oh, so basically I am the expert. So basically how it works is that you just sell your artwork on the blockchain and then it's verified.
Just like that.
That's right. So pretty much the simplest form you can put it is that if you're an artist and you have your work, is that if you want to make it so it's unfakeable and it's 100% signed on the blockchain, it's just a contract between you and me. So it's a contract that you and me are both signing digitally, and I'm going to give you this artwork and you're going to give me some money, and then that's it. And then that means you verifiably own that artwork, and then that's yours, and that you can prove that it's from me. It's not just a save, it's not just a fucking right click save or whatever.
Yeah, fuck those copy and paste guys.
That's right. I have fuck those guys. I have created that and I've given it to you for this amount of money, so that means it's legit.
Yeah,
you know
it's almost
I mean?
like, to kind of contextualize it for people who aren't familiar with the space, it's almost like when you go and buy like a Burberry bag or a Louis Vuitton scarf and it comes with that certification that says this is number 1,000 of 10,000.
That's exactly what it is. I've never thought about that, but that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I've been playing with the idea in my head just to kind of like really simplify for people because it's a whole new landscape. You have to understand that, right? For a lot of people, they're like, what's an NFT? What's Bitcoin? They barely got their head around Bitcoin, and then suddenly we're like exploding like, oh yes, this pixelated picture of LeBron James is worth $2 million.
That's right.
You know, it's a very new space, and I do empathize for people that aren't following or don't understand it, which is why I wanted to bring you guys on. Sean, I'm gonna have to shut you up for 5 minutes.
hey, I'm off.
Luca,
I love you, bud.
Luca, tell me about your introduction to the NFT space or the art world in general.
Damn, bro.
Come a bit closer, bro. We can't hear you. Maybe lean a bit forward as well.
Oh, mate. Where to go?
There you go. That's better.
Comfy, mate. Get comfy.
Bro, where to go? Fuck, man. I've been in the NFT space for now 3 months now, bro. Bro, just doing my thing, bro. Just fucking drawing hits. Just fucking drawing, bro. Just doing my thing, bro. But yeah, like I was saying to you before, bro, bro, the art world's just crazy for me right now. Yeah. I'm pretty much just exploring my imagination, bro. I'm just going with the flow. Right now I'm going with the flow. So my roadmap's in my head.
Yeah.
And my roadmap is my imagination. So keep it going, go, bro.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, like, so you started off, from what I understand, as a graffiti artist. You were very much so just tagging wars, doing your thing, getting yourself into trouble, getting arrested, I believe.
Oh, 100%. That's a bit of a...
How did that come about?
Bro, I got done doing panels. I got done fucking...
Panels is painting trains.
Yeah, painting trains. I got done doing that. I got done doing heaps of shit, bro. Like even done for fucking selling drugs, all that shit, bro. I've I got a full criminal record, yeah. Yeah, but like nice. I got
just like minor offences.
Semi-minor. I dodged time. We'll put it that way. I dodged time. I didn't rat no one, but I dodged time. But yeah, we'll put it this way, bro. I served what I had to serve. I did my thing. But yeah, bro, my life changed. Like art changed my life, bro.
But for the sounds of it, a lot of what you got in trouble for was just expressing yourself creatively.
In a sense, yeah, bro. It would have been, and it would have just been like more so like just me exploring who I'm meant to be. And bro, I went through my life now. I'm 27 now, and I've just been going through life trying to figure out who I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
And bro, everyone goes through it. It's just it happens at different times for people, and for me, it's happened now at the age of 27. But mind you, bro, I started like taking drawing serious when I was 21.
Right.
So I started like creating characters when I was 21. I'm 27 now, and now I'm selling out all my art. So it's like, bro, it's crazy. I'm getting known for my character design. I'm getting known for what I do, and bro, it's a fucking good
Hey,
feeling.
bro, I'm wearing the hat. Like Luca the Astronaut, the brand, the name, it's going places.
The LTA brand's going somewhere. Like, bro, our family, our community is like starting to grow. And man, we've only been around for 3 months. Like now I'm at a stage now where I'm like co-hosting big spaces.
Yeah, Luca's podcast.
Lucas,
right.
That as well, bro. Yeah. That doesn't mean my podcast. That means his podcast.
Oh yes.
But we're both Lucas, so it's all good.
I will get you to fill in one day.
But I will, 100%.
Yeah,
I think Sean will probably do better, but the other people won't be able to talk, you know what I mean? This guy will be talking the whole time, bro. I'm telling you, bro, next time I'm going to be bringing one of them muzzles for this guy, bro. Straight tied down, bro. Straight up, man.
Shit, you got me.
We have to get him stoned as fuck just to...
I think he's going to talk too much then, bro. Straight give him Zans, bro. Put him straight to sleep, bro. This guy, straight ket hole, bro. Load him up, bro. Send him, bro. I'm telling you, man.
All right, let's go into your body of work, your artworks here, which is all based in Exzidia, a dimension that you can only enter through acid or mushrooms.
Explain Exzidia for us.
Yes,
okay, so Exzidia is.
Do you want to just pull up the monkey one in the middle, because that's one of my favorite ones? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is one of my favorites.
Yeah. So this is shout out to Stone Dapes. Look, this is a Stone Dape derivative that I did for Stone Dapes.
This is the one that MC Hammer shared on his
MC
Twitter
Hammer
page.
shared it, bro. MC Hammer.
Yeah, the guy can't touch it.
Bro, he follows LTA, bro. He loves Luca the Astronaut. Shout out to MC Hammer, bro. He's a real legend.
Shout out MC Hammer.
He shows me mad love. A lot of people show me mad love, man. This piece here actually went crazy. So this is one of them pieces that probably, and you know, it's like creating a hit song, you know, like an artist makes a crazy song, it blows up. And then it's just a matter of how consistent can you be. I feel like since dropping this, I've been consistent as hell. Like people have been noticing my body of work and my style's become more popular, and bro, I fucked this piece up.
And what I really find interesting about you two as a duo is that you're not necessarily just sticking to one style or one thing. Like your world and his world are two completely different spaces. You're both working under the same umbrella in NFTs, but your art styles and what you're going for, like
totally different.
You're going for that very like psychedelic trance, mystic space exploration.
It is, but the good thing about my style is that it's not too psychedelic like Alex Gray.
No.
It's like that.
You can just get it.
You can get it. Like you can get it that, this guy, he's going for that vibe, but it's also like that mad, like sort of toony vibe as well, with a bit of really realistic in it with like my shading.
Do you want to pull up another piece for me?
You know what I think it is I think if you do psychedelics, you're like, yeah, I fucking get that. But
everyone gets it.
If you don't, you're just like, fuck, that's a cool cartoon. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like it's relatable on both levels.
Scroll a bit further down. I want to pull up the one of... Keep going. Maybe at the slightly higher.
Which one are you looking for?
The one we were talking about last time. The one with like 15,000 layers or something.
Go down. Scroll down.
Lower.
Do you know why it's going to be good for when we launch our project together as well? Is it because we have the
right there in the middle.
We have the both fucking ends of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
One under that. Yeah, bro, it's hectic. I think this is like on secondary for like 800,000 or something. Yeah,
this is
shout out to Wacom as well, bro. I love Wacom. I only draw on Wacom. I'm not going to promo
when sponsorship Wacom.
Yeah,
we're here. We're trying, man.
It's Look, it's happening.
We're in the emails. We're in
the talks. But yeah, I'm not going to shout out who I draw, like the program I draw on, because they don't promo me at all. So fuck them. But I still use their app because I'm used to the app. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to shout them out. Fuck them. They can go fuck themselves.
Why do you use that app, I ask, rather than the other ones?
That's what I mean, bro. Like, I wouldn't mind using Adobe Photoshop.
See, I'm a Photoshop guru, and he's like a fucking drawing guru. He's like the drawing guy guru.
This for me is like more like this program is like more for like freehand art, because I freehand everything. So all the art you see is like straight freehand. So
It's phenomenal though, freehand.
Yeah,
Cheers, mate, appreciate
and
it.
I don't think people, because people see the finished product, right? Like they look at any one of these characters and they
Hold up. Go up a little bit.
Coming from an artist,
with
you
all
have
them
no
worms,
idea how
space
fucking
worms.
hard that is.
We're talking
Left
about
to that. Yeah, click that.
1,500 layers.
Yeah.
Every single one selected with a purpose to create this final product.
And that's what I mean. Like, and it's fucked because
That's impressive in itself, really, to be honest.
No,
like the layering.
layers?
Like
Yeah,
if you're an artist and you understand layers and what it is, the fact that he does that many fucking layers is mental. I would do like maybe 30 or 40 max. And even that, I'm losing my mind. I forget because I forget to fucking label. Because when you're in the zone, you don't label shit.
I don't label shit,
you
bro.
just go boom, 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 and then you feel like fuck, I missed something.
And
then
then
you have to go back and go tick, tick, on, off, on, off, on, off, on,
And the
off.
fact, Luca, that you don't label 1,500
I
layers
don't label, bro.
drives me insane.
He's in
Bro,
Exzidia.
I'm in Exzidia, bro. I just let my imagination go. I'm like, and I'll look at shit, but it's like weird because I freehand everything I created. I'm like, I know where that is. So I'm like, I know where to go back. I just got to like fucking scroll through everything.
Impressive.
I'm like, oh, boom, hit that.
Like people listening or watching at home, that's like stacking 1,000 pieces of paper on top of each other, and
bro.
each one is a slight mark of ink. And when you stack them all together, it creates this beautiful picture.
Yeah, bro.
And
That's pretty much it.
That's exactly what it is.
That's why. Look, I've been in some Twitter spaces and people telling me that I undervalue my art.
Look at the evolution of it. Go all the way back down.
Yeah, so
And
this is old
look,
school.
look where he started.
That's old school
So
shit.
that's
bro.
what it would look like if I did it. and then if you go up, it's completely it's
evolved.
animated, the whole fucking thing. It's
I've
insane.
evolved. I've evolved. Yeah, look,
Massively. That's how you grow as an artist, though, is that you just every single day you create, which we both do every single day, no matter what, and then you just get every single edit, you're just a touch better, just a little bit.
Look, bro, it's because I love it, bro. I love it. Like this is me. I've figured out like this is what I love to do, and people love to see what I do, and bro, I just keep humping. I keep doing what I'm doing, bro.
So talk me through a bit through Exzidia and what's going on there.
All right, so Exzidia is pretty much Exzidia is my imagination, yeah. But to bring it into like a story and to try to create a roadmap, I pretty much created a mushroom world that is a never-ending universe. So Luca pretty much lands on planet Morphia. That's why we're dressed in the astronaut suits, bro, because they're real astronauts, bro.
Oh, you guys don't walk around like this?
No.
Oh.
No.
What do you mean? I do. Sure wanted to match me, bro. You know what I mean? I'm definitely an astronaut.
No,
bro.
Luca
You gotta-
showers in this thing.
You gotta
I don't even have showers, bro. What is a shower, bro? I literally just spray my face with some water, bro. Just get it going, bro.
We have to stay on brand. This is it. This is the fucking.
This is the vibe,
This
bro.
is the birth.
Like, wait, honestly, man, I was speaking, a shout out to Bossa Bali and Ghost DFI, but I was telling them in a space the other day, I'm like, man, I'm going to rock up to Darling Harbour on Sunday. So we got NFT Sydney in Darling Harbour.
You're not going to wear this, are you?
Bro, I told him we're going to wear the astronaut suit. They're like, Luca, you're fucking crazy. I go, bro, of course I'm fucking crazy, bro. What do you mean, bro?
Oh my God. I'm not wearing the fucking astronaut suit, but I'll come with you. Fuck that. That's going to be a very good fucking networking
That
event,
would be
man.
good networking.
Oh, listen, man, if you want to stand out, if you want to peacock a little, you figured out your...
Well, it's like, it's weird because I'm going to be going to these places and people are like, fuck, what's he look like?
Where are you going? What's this event?
So it's at Four Pines in Darling Harbour. And yeah, it's pretty much like an exclusive NFT party for like NFT artists, collectors, crypto people, just pretty much whoever's into NFTs has been invited to this place. So
And our artwork will be displayed.
our artwork will also be displayed there,
Yeah.
which is fucking crazy. Shout out to Joanna who's putting that together. Ghost, Bossa Bali, proper legends.
And so is this open to the general public? Like, can people come out?
I don't think so. No, you either need to be a collector. Look, if you want, I can probably
We can
transfer.
get you to come if you want to
Oh,
come
yeah.
and
I
record
would
some stuff.
love to come.
I can
I've
get-
got
I
some
can
free
get-
time on Sunday.
And you know, it'd actually be good for you because bro, you can probably actually get more people in the
Yeah,
podcast.
we can. He can speak to the.
I can
fucking-
definitely get you in. So yeah, if you're
Thanks for
keen,
that, man.
Hold up, you're over 18, but yeah.
I'm 22. Bro.
I thought you honestly look 16, bro. So I'm like, shit.
Yeah, no, it's complexion, man. So you got those good South American genes, man.
Hard, bro. But yeah, no, I can get you in. 100%. If you're keen, yeah, I can get you in on Sunday,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Oh wait, no, you're from Uruguay, aren't you?
I'm
Isn't
from
that,
Uruguay.
That's in Europe,
Argentina.
isn't it? In
It
Europe?
was Argentina, bro.
Can we clip that? And
Is it in
play
Europe or is it-
over and
is it in South
over
America?
and over
No, but you know how
again?
sometimes like Portugal and Spain, it's in Europe, and then like you kind of get mixed up because you got the same sort of Spanish talking language. That's why I thought Uruguay might have been in Europe.
Okay, so Australia, England, and the US are all the same country, is what you're telling me.
No, I know it's not. I'm just thought like I thought I fucked it up, but I know it's in South America. I knew
Uruguay's
it.
in South America. We're next to Argentina and Brazil.
Ah, right. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, but you're Argentinian, yeah?
Get
You're
the
Uruguay.
fuck out of here.
No, because you told me you like beef asada ribs. I do too, bro.
I actually did a piece with the Brazilian artist. Let's get him up.
Ooh,
Let's
get 'em
go to my Faces of Art on
Hey.
OpenSea. No, one over. Go to there.
Bingo.
Click on that one with the yellow background up the top. No. Os amigos. That means twins in Portuguese.
Os amigos.
Yeah. So the guy that did that, guy's a super famous graffiti artist, like super fucking famous for like the last 30 years.
It wasn't me, by the way.
It wasn't him.
That wasn't me.
It wasn't him.
Yeah, it's mental, bro.
That's
It's
cracker,
crazy.
isn't it?
It's hectic.
Have a crack. 0.25 ETH if you want to cop it.
Guys, if you
Hold on, wait, if I buy this right now, what do I get?
I'll make the custom painting for you for free.
Bro, will you print this for me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll put it.
So
you can put it in your house.
You will make these.
Okay, I'm considering buying it. Hold on, what else is for sale on this page? Let me see what else is for sale on this page.
This is not an ad, ladies and gentlemen. We promise.
This is legit. I'm actually going to buy something right. I'll buy something. Where are we at here?
So these
I'll
are
buy that Beppel for 200 eggs, bro.
I'm Beppel. We're gonna get him.
Is that how you say it?
Beppel.
So I created that, and I've been spamming him every single day, sending it to him, and just I emailed him and everything.
Yeah, that one there. You just had it.
So click on that across this
bingo.
one.
Yeah,
So
it's
I've been
mental.
sending it to him, fucking nonstop,
Nuts.
trying to get him to fucking. I'll just give it to him for free
He
because
is doing amazing work.
that's right.
bro.
He's the Banksy of NFTs. He's the Banksy of digital art.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
Banksy did for street art and like bringing it to the main fucking stream and saying, look, this is fucking serious. It's exactly what he's done for digital art. It's phenomenal.
Dude, the references, like what he was able to do and create in such a creative and not only that culturally relevant moment, like when Trump was in power, he had these amazing pieces of art that were either criticizing or glorifying Trump, and they spoke so much volume.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's what it is. An artwork is just one still frame. That really speaks so
course,
much
mate.
and
Yeah.
says so much.
Of course,
you know?
bro. That's art, bro.
And he ties in these elements of comedy and elements of like seriousness and just like there's so much messaging that's going on behind it. Can you go on
That bottom right
People's-
one, bro. That bottom left. Is that an airdrop one?
No, somebody
the
bought
one
that
next to it.
already.
No, the one
Takashi
next to it.
68, I like that.
Yeah, because it's from Takashi Nakamura or whatever his name is from Japan. He's like a super famous pop artist from Japan. That's the sleeve. It's
Yeah,
like all
bro.
those things.
He's got the is that the J Balvin Colores logo there?
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
He's talking Uruguay, bro. I don't know. I speak Australian, bro. I speak English, bro. I don't know.
you just said?
All my South American listeners will get that reference.
Well then there you go.
Hold on, Mental has got to understand
jump
that.
on. No,
Yeah.
sorry. I know we're making you work here. Jump on Instagram.
Go on, yeah.
Let him work, bro.
Instagram.
We're paying him, yeah?
But I feel like
Yeah, sure.
all artists do that though. So
And
like
just in the search bar, just search up Beeple.
Yeah.
BEEPLE.
what people does is what I kind of try and do with my not as serious as his because his is very political and like just really fun. But I always
That
try
first
to
one there, yeah.
try to have some sort of message behind my work. You know what I mean?
Go backspace
Backspace, and then
and the top one,
the first one,
People
yeah.
Crap, which is hilarious Instagram name. Man,
He's
scroll
the
down.
goat, man. He's just the quality and just like his haircut.
It's
Pull
not
up
as good as
that,
yours, mate. Yours is good, though.
I got a fucking good
Okay, pull
haircut.
up the one with the SWAT guy, Mark Zuckerberg. Lower, bottom left.
Some of them are intense though. Like when there's like a Pikachu eating a fucking goat and all this shit. Like, look at that.
And that is.
But the fucking the message behind it is
Yeah, bro,
insane though.
Yeah.
He's just so good. He's so good.
He's got Mark Zuckerberg. If you're just listening, he's got Mark Zuckerberg in the
he's got-
corner of like some dirty kind of apartment looking thing.
I think it's Sean's house, yeah.
That's my computer that I edit on. That's what I do it all on. So if you don't buy my shit, you can fucking look how good I am. I'm doing
You
it
know
on
what? He was really nice to Zuck. Zuck is not that cut.
no way. He's a fucking dad bod and a half, but he's a billionaire. He could fuck whoever he wants.
I don't know. Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
You reckon?
He's pretty scary, bro.
He looks weird, eh?
he looks
And the
I'm not into it.
big,
I'm not feeling it.
the big
He's had one too many, bro, I think, bro.
Yeah.
He's cooked it too hard.
What do you guys think of what he's doing now with the metaverse?
Oh, yeah, fuck the metaverse, bro. Straight out, all the NFT artists will love me for saying this. Decentraland all the way, bro. Fuck Meta.
What's okay? So firstly, for people that don't
What's
understand,
Decentraland?
let's take this
They're
one step
the
at
same
a time.
thing. The
Because
same-
I asked you
yeah.
about Exzidia about 20 minutes ago. We never got to
He
it.
cut me off.
No,
that's
let's
why.
finish it. Let's
That's not
go
a
back to
muzzle,
Exzidia.
straight
I want
muzzle,
an
bro.
explanation of Exzidia.
You guys have to remind me about the metaverse versus
And Decentraland?
We'll
Yeah,
come back to
We'll
it.
come back to that.
So what's the let's go back to
Exzidia. Go to Luca's website. Oh my
Yeah.
god, look how many tabs this guy's got.
Yeah, 'cause
There we go. Here's his website. Now just go on website, the bottom tab.
website. He's updating it at the moment too, if anyone wants to know.
Okay.
I am at it. The website's actually under construction. Go to click about. Go up top, click about.
I don't even have a website. This guy's
Don't know?
way ahead of me.
Okay,
That's
so
that's
this
Exzidia,
is
bro. That's
a
Exzidia.
visual representation of what Exzidia is, which is essentially like this universe that you're creating right now, which we said is endless, like it doesn't end.
Pretty much, bro. It's a never-ending universe, and pretty much I have entered the portal, and I pretty much discovered Exzidia. All the characters you see on my OpenSea are pretty much all the characters that are in my roadmap to get to where I want to get to. I'm not gonna. So currently, I'm storyboarding everything. I'm not gonna give away too much about what the storyboard is or where it's going to.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually going through all the existing characters that collectors have bought, and I'm giving them all character traits and roles in Exzidia. But for me personally, as an artist, and with my art, I'm all about like delivering quality. So I'm only going to drop the story and the character descriptions when they're on point. So for me, it's like I'm kind of doing everything on my own. And now Conwells came in, which is like legend bro, big bro right here. He's coming on board now. And yeah, we've got a crazy ass big plan happening for this world. And we're working towards it.
And this is the first concept I've heard of anyways, because there's been a lot of conversations about NFTs turning into games, which are very interactive.
I'm staying away from that.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before, that you're not interested in developing
the reason why I'm staying away from that is because everyone else does it. So with me,
we want to be different.
We want to be different. With me, bro, I'm all about being different. My style's different. Conwell's different.
I'm different.
He's good looking as well. He's good looking as well. Look at him, bro. So he wants to stand out.
Yeah.
And bro, we're the same. We both want to stand out, and we let our art speak for itself. But for us personally, our vision for Exzidia and Luca the Astronaut is major. And bro, I got mad respect for Conwell because he sees the potential in my art and my vision. And for someone to believe in that vision is crazy. Like, bro, I got people in my own family that don't even believe in my vision. So for me, bro, to have someone who I've just met recently, bro, and we just have this vibe, it's mental, bro. You know, it's like it's fucking crazy, bro. Like I don't know how to describe, bro. I've been doing this shit for ages, and no one ever believed in it besides maybe only less than a handful of people.
Yeah.
And they still fuck with me. I still fuck with them, and I got them for life. But for Sean to just come along, bro, and just see the potential of my art, bro, that shit's crazy for me. Like,
yeah, and I think once you find someone that you can collaborate with that's on the similar wavelength as you, because you two are very much like the astronaut kind of thing that you've got going is very suiting to who you two people are, I suppose, as individuals, because you both see potential. You both see where this project can go.
Yeah, bro.
You don't just limit Exzidia to this like little
no,
NFT connection.
No way, bro.
NFT is just the start, man.
NFT is just the start
That's
for us
just the start.
Where do you want to take it? Like as much as you can say.
All right, bro. So the whole storyboarding that's all in the pipeline. That's all happening. Yeah. So with us personally, we want to turn Luca the Astronaut into a production company. So we want to turn Luca the Astronaut into bigger than Disney. We want to have our own animations. We want to animate every character. We want to animate scenes. We want to do 3D animation. We're in the talks with finding a 3D animator. So if there's any 3D animators out there that are in Sydney, we want to collaborate with you. We want you to jump a part of the LTA family. We want to start working with people. We're in the talks with devs right now for a generated art drop that is going to be fire as fuck.
That's going to be the base. So the generated art is how you're going to get in. You know what I mean? That's how you're going to become a part of the story.
Correct.
You know? And then we're just going to, from the profits that we make from that, we're not just going to take it and buy fucking Lamborghinis. Everything's going to get reinvested into developing from an NFT project to a fucking production company. And then think of like Rick and Morty, but just even more on acid. You know what I mean? We're coming for that we're coming for that second spot. You know what I mean?
No, bro, we're coming for that first spot because we can be better than Rick and Morty because number one, bro, my style is just evolving every day, every week. The art's coming out crazy every day, every week. I'm always pushing my mental. I'm like crazy diet, crazy fitness, like always pushing. Sean's always here backing me, always pushing me. Bro, there's people out there in the NFT space that are driving me every day as well. So for me, bro, I'm not doing it just for me. I'm doing it for everyone that believes in me.
Yeah.
So for us, it's like right now, bro, I've got the first ever Luca the Astronaut toy getting done by Evan Morgan. Shout out to Evan Morgan, bro.
He's a famous toy maker.
He's a famous toy maker, bro, in the UK. He's been in DesignerCon. He's created toys for some big artists. And bro, he came across my art and he's seen a character on my Insta and he's like, Luca, bro, I fuck with that. I'm creating that. And I'm like, bro, let's do it. So we're going to be dropping that in the NFT space, which is Luca the Astronaut's first ever toy. And bro, that character's a fucking hit character.
Are you just going to launch like the one of one of the toy? Or
one of one, bro. Everything I do is one of one. I don't do like, at the moment I got one bundle on there. But everything I do is one of one. So for me, any toy I drop, one of one.
That's pretty dope.
That's what I mean. So if you get a figurine, it's the only figurine in the world. And bro, me and Sean are looking at, when we do the generated art drop, we're looking at doing proper utilities, not creating a game and you get this. We want to give away one-of-one figurines of the generator art collection that you have as like super rares. So you will get these things. So we're going through where we can actually give people physical like utilities with the NFT purchases, because I feel like if you sell and you flip your NFT, at least you hold something physical that it reminds you of what you purchased, or you can sell later on, so you can make double the bag.
Yeah, and like as well, when I do go and buy one of your NFTs,
you fucking better next time I come here, bro. I've only got 4 pieces for sale, bro. Look, they might be a bit too expensive for you, but it's all right, bro.
What are we looking at?
Picture this, though.
What does one of your pieces work?
The cheapest piece I have right now is 0.5.
Which is
What
like
does that translate to?
$2,500 pretty much.
Yeah, that's American. I think that's American.
Nah, that'll be it. $2,500 Australian.
Australian, then I got one for 0.7. That's all I got for sale right now.
We can get you some cheaper ones a bit down the
I
line.
can give you one of my airdrops, bro. I'll give you one of them, bro. That's cool.
But
but I'm thinking like if I were to, when I do go and buy one of your NFTs and one of your ones as well, of course, I'd love to have like a little figurine that I can put on my desk and say like, oh yeah, that's my NFT. There's the only one of those in the world.
100%, bro. And that's, man, we want to give that to people. And like for us, it's this whole generator art drop, even like the money I got with my one-on-ones, I'm stacking that. Like I'm stacking that. I'm using that to pay for Evan Morgan's toy, and I'm reinvesting it back into Luca the Astronaut. Like, and for us personally, I see it as whoever holds one-of-one characters right now in Luca the Astronaut, I'm trying to stack the money up so I can start creating 3D animations of that character and start putting them on YouTube to build our YouTube base. So for me, it's like picture having a one-of-one Luca the Astronaut character, and then that character's on YouTube, and then that character starts to get more popular. Well, that's going to actually grow the demand for a secondary sale on what you bought.
Another idea we've been playing with as well is, imagine you've got these one-of-ones, right? And then we've developed these toys and all the rest of it. So we've made some money off the we sell out the 10K drop or whatever. We've made some money. We've established our community. We fly over to Japan and we do like a fucking
this is the major
we fly to Japan and we do like a public, actually massive toy like thing. You know what I mean? In the middle of the middle of Tokyo, we pay like a marketing company over there or whatever to set it up, and it's a full immersive thing. Do you know what I mean? And nobody even knows who we are there yet. Do you know what I mean? And we have the whole thing as an immersive random experience in the middle of fucking Tokyo set up. We pay for it. We spend like $100,000, $200,000, whatever it's going to cost to do it.
Doesn't matter.
And then all of a sudden we've just fucking destroyed the Japanese market, because everyone's gonna be like, where the fuck did this come from? And then you have these cooked ass characters, and we have animations. We don't even have to have a full cartoon.
They love
that exactly right.
That.
That's why it's like, man, look, I'm already
it's like a guerrilla drop. It'd be like a guerrilla art drop. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna fucking rock up to Tokyo and just fucking put on this. You know how when you go to Sydney,
we're gonna fuck it up.
That's
Take
right.
my
That's
fucking
right.
art.
You know in Sydney how they have those things where, like at the art festival or whatever, you just rock up and there's kind of like a small immersive thing. We just set that up in the middle of fucking Japan. No one even knows who the fuck we are. It's going to make headlines. It's going to make national headlines.
You know what? That's interesting, because this weekend I just happened to be in Darling Harbour, and I was just hanging out there. You know what I mean? And there's
you're talking about this Sunday coming, or
no, the Sunday that just came. And there's a huge art museum there, and I just went in because, you know, fuck it, why not? We'll have a look at some art. And I have to say, man, I was looking around, and like some of the shit was cool, some of it was a bit lame. I'm like, damn. I could just go on my phone right now and look at these guys' NFTs.
Fucking oath you can, bro. 100% you can.
It would be so much more of a pleasurable experience for me, because it's like I'm looking at artwork that I choose to look
that you relate to.
That I relate to. Do you know what I mean? And so suddenly the experience of, it's not just looking at an Instagram feed or looking at an OpenSea account or whatever the case is. It's like I'm really cherry picking my own art gallery in a way of shit that I actually vibe with and connect with.
But that's the whole point about buying NFTs. Like you're pretty much buying what you want to, like your wallet is like your gallery. You're buying what you want to buy. You're buying what you want. That's why it's like, that's what's mad about NFTs. Like you're collecting what you actually fucking relate to and what you love. Like sometimes even if you don't sell an NFT or you don't make profits on it, that's why, like for me, if I buy NFTs, I buy what I like. Like, it's like, ooh, I can make money off that, but I'm like, fuck, I don't really like it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to buy something that I relate to. So if I don't sell it, I'm not cut that I didn't make money off it. That's why I feel like you should buy NFTs based on that. But that's like for like real people that really like art. Like that's me. I'm a real artist. So that's how I base. And you know what, man? Mentalist is one of them people. Shout out to Mentalist as well. I know for a fact he's a big collector.
Real G.
He's a real G, bro. He buys art. Not really just to flip, but he buys art because he fucking loves it. Like he supports artists, man, and that's some real shit. Like he buys Sean's art, and bro, he actually interacts hard with me and Sean, and he's a fucking
Do you
legend,
feel
bro.
like you have a close relationship with your buyers?
In all honesty, I reckon I do, bro.
Yeah.
Like, look, there's a lot of some of my collectors. I don't want to break it. I don't want to like be too much at them. There's some collectors that love interacting with me, and there's certain collectors that you don't really want to push the buttons or push the boundaries for.
There's an anonymous aspect to NFTs and crypto too.
Correct.
People don't like to have too much connections. It's like some weird people don't like that.
Yeah, some people don't. So you really got to. There's a fine line.
Yeah.
So you need to find the fine line with certain things, and it's like I feel like with some collectors I have. And bro, sometimes I'll just tap in and like I'll just post a tweet and be like, "Hey, bro, hope you have a good week," or "Hey,
what's
happening?"
good at that.
That's what I do. It's like the networking, and I just try to find the fine line with them and just show them that like, "Hey, bro, I still remember you. Like, I don't forget about you.
Yeah,
I still appreciate everything you do for me." And that's why, like, even like right now having this podcast, like, bro, I appreciate everyone that supports me because it's like, you aren't just buying my art, you're helping me get to where I want to get to, and you're a part of my journey, like as much like. I'm on a journey and you're a part of it as well.
Well, having you guys on here for me is just purely an experience because I love connecting and talking with people that have big visions and big goals and aren't just living
that's
in the
the minimum,
mundane.
bro. Yeah,
like
that's
you've got to understand that most people that I interact with on a day-to-day basis are very much so the kind of people that are just happy to work a 9 to 5 and have a stable career.
Yeah, fuck that shit, bro.
You know what? Like
we all do it. We have to do it. We have to do it.
Each to their own. I get it. You're trying to make a living and you get caught up in the rat race or whatever. But when you come across people such as yourselves that are just so like driven by this one vision and you've got this idea of creating these characters but then turning them into an animated YouTube series and then doing interactive live plays in Tokyo and then, you know, turning it into a whole production company, it's like you don't come across that very often.
Man, legit, once I come across some good fucking money, I'm going to fucking open up. I'm going to open up legit like in Sydney, a mad fucking NFT gallery, like an art gallery for people. Because I've got mates that sell art already, and I've seen how they kind of set them up for these little like pop-up art galleries. We'll 100% hire them. We'll have digital things everywhere. Everyone can come and sell their NFTs, and we'll have a proper night. I'll be able to get Penthouse on board as well because I'm part of the Penthouse team. They'll 100% back that. And they'll also have like we've already kind of spoke about it loosely between me and the owners of Penthouse is once we've got things successful and we've sold out, and we're going to have fucking like promotion nights for our artists, for our models, for our photographers, where it's a mad little party and there's models and artists and, you know what I mean, the social crew and all the fucking influencers and shit. And we'll just have like a nice time and people can sell their work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 100%. That's going to be one of the first things that I do.
That's a good thing because like we understand the struggle of how hard it is to make it. Yeah. But we're still trying to make it.
Yeah.
Like we haven't made it.
We're on
the
way.
We're on the way. We're on the way to making it, but it's like, bro, it doesn't mean slow down. It means, bro, pick up the fucking pace and keep it moving. Like I'm all about
pedal to the fucking
you need to keep working hard. You need to work harder than what you were before. Every day, every week, you need to be working hard. And it's like another thing as well. It's not just the art. It's like you need to be in spaces. You need to be on Twitter. You need to be on Insta. You need to be doing shit like this. It's like, man. Bro, it's back to back. You can't just be missing out on opportunity because when opportunity's there, you need to go for it. Like, and that's where like there's a lot of artists that are introverts. I'm kind of lucky that I'm an extrovert. You're definitely an extrovert.
Yeah.
And we're lucky. Yeah. And bro, in all honesty, we're lucky that we have that because it kind of is an advantage in this situation because when you jump into space, especially when I jump into spaces, I like to light the motherfuckers up.
Yeah.
Yo, I light the motherfuckers up, bro.
Gasoline.
I light the motherfuckers
up.
I like to light them up, man. And it's like there's a lot of introverts that are scared to come up on spaces and talk in front of like
it
panels.
Is nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking.
I get nervous too.
Listen, dude, the first time I shot an episode here, like, well, not here, but like at my old studio, man, like that feeling of hitting publish and putting it on the internet. But mind you, probably like 3 people to watch anyways.
But how do you feel after you did it the first time?
Oh, so much
First
better.
time's always the hardest, bro. Bro, I remember I jumped in my first space, NFT Freak, shout out to him as well. That was my first ever Twitter space I jumped into. Bro, there was 200 people in there. It was 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm laying in my bed, bro, just like, fuck, man, do I do this? I seen Duo, Tustin and Laura, who I know, they're 2 of my collectors, well 3 now. Shout out to them as well. They're legends. They're LTA family. And NFT Freaks were talking how they're good friends. And that kind of made me feel like a little bit more like, okay, if I request to go up there and speak, I felt a little bit more comfortable. And that was a good advantage for me.
Yeah.
But still, bro, my heart was racing. When I jumped up there, bro, it was like, okay, Luca, this is your chance to like, if you want to make it so bad, you're going to go for any opportunity you have, you're going to go for it.
You do what has to be done.
You do what has to be done, bro, because if you're willing to make it, you will do it.
And I think as well, people that are kind of in that space and have been able to put themselves out there understand deeply what that kind of struggle is to really take that first leap. And so when they see someone else do it, they're like, oh yeah, good job. You know what I mean? Like keep going at it, keep going at it. I'm now in this creator group of about 300 people from across the world that all create YouTube videos, all in different domains and different spaces. I might probably be the only podcaster on there. But the thing is, I've noticed is that because 300 of us are all like-minded and very on the same path and trying to get to the same milestones, it's like, oh, we're all watching each other's shit and giving each other feedback.
Bring each other up, man.
Bringing each other
That's
up.
exactly what we do with each other every day. He's one of the first person I send my up to. Every time I'll show my girlfriend, and she always says it's fucking mad, but I'll send it to him, and then he'll say, you know what, I don't like this, and which is what it's helpful for me to do that, to have an opinion of somebody who's going to be real and going to be. So I usually show like maybe 3 or 4 people before I do anything, and then that gives me that feedback that you need. That's what we do. We go back to back and we just help each other out as we're going along with ideas. Do you know what I mean? And that's what's going to happen.
Are you guys giving each other like constructive criticism rather? Like, I don't like that aspect of it. Yeah,
all the time. That's the best. That's what you have to do, man. Is that's another problem with these artists, and hope maybe we can start bringing up some spaces like that. This guy's like the spaces king now. maybe.
Shout out to Iron Mike. Wait, I had a crazy experience
Seriously?
This morning, bro. I fucking spoke in front of 700 people, man. Iron Mike,
that's a
legend.
big space.
I love Iron Mike, bro. Iron Mike and Bossa Bali hit me up in the DM and they're like, Luca, we need you up. We need you up. I was like, fuck, I didn't even request, but I woke up.
We got the energy there. That's what it is.
They
need it. They need
the energy, bro. And I just like, bro, Wolf bro me up, man. And just fucking, bro, I just lit the joint up. And I was just like, bro, I just shout out. I didn't show my
clip.
Bro, honestly, man. And it was bro, like that one there, my adrenaline rushed hard. Like, bro, when I'm in, shout out to Commando as well. I co-host some of his spaces. He's a legend as well, bro. Love that guy. Bro, and I light up his space as well, bro. But this space here, man, 700 people, man, that was fucking crazy, bro. And Iron Mike did that. That's what I mean, man. There's people out there where it's like,
they help you for nothing.
They help you for nothing, bro. And I appreciate it. That's why, like, right now I'm shouting him out because it's like, bro, I'm only 27, bro, chasing my dreams, trying to make the impossible possible. There's not many people that go from, like, tradie plumber to, like, going into full-time artist, bro, making money. And it's just like, not many people can do that, bro. And, bro, I'm going to fucking do it.
We try to do that as well. Like I've got an artist from Sydney who's her name's Yasmin. She's like a mural artist. She does murals all over Sydney. She's all over Bondi and stuff. So I'm teaching her how to create NFTs herself because I'm going to bring her on through Penthouse, as in like to stay on brand with the whole launching people's, like even Luca. I'm bringing Luca on for Penthouse as well to do some work for us as well.
Penthouse now?
Well, I'm just thinking like I got some big pieces dropping. I'm thinking like, I don't know, do I drop Acid Street for Penthouse? Like,
yeah, that would be good. The Sesame Acid Street, that would be really good. Yeah,
is that public yet?
No,
no.
It's fucking good.
I've shown shorter
really
pants.
Good.
I've shown pants behind the scenes.
That's a good one too, because that whole drop is going to be. We're going to have 3 cartoonists. There's going to be him, another famous cartoonist, and another, I think, like immediate cartoonist, and they're all going to have an exclusive drop for Penthouse. But same as like that Yasmin girl. Like I'm trying to teach her I was on a phone call with her today, explaining her how to do things on OpenSea. I don't want fuck all from her. I just want her to succeed. Yeah. And I just want to prove to myself even that I'm giving back to people. Do you know what I mean?
And I think that's what the difference is between artists and business people anyways, is because a lot of people that come from the business kind of perspective have a very much so a scarcity mentality. There's only a set amount of resources, only a set amount of fans, there's only a set amount of buyers. We have to try and control the market as much as possible.
It is like this in NFTs too. It is.
But when you get characters such as yourselves that are so giving and so prepared to take risks and introduce other people into communities and build that, I think that's what builds longevity. Of course, because no matter how much, Ethereum drops the next day, or no matter how much Bitcoin rises the day after, it's like you've always going to have that constant of that community of people around you.
Ethereum can drop. I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. But like, I don't give a fuck if I lose all the money. Like, I don't give a fuck if I lose all the money. Bro, I still got the community. I still got the community, and I still got the friendships. And I'm like, bro, these are real people. Bro, I've honestly met people like, bro, Sean. I don't even speak to my own brother. Like, bro, I consider this guy more of a brother than my own blood brother. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, this guy's a real G. He really believes me. Like, to me, that loyalty for me is like, bro, it's everything. You know what I mean? And, bro, you can't put a price on that.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
That's real shit right there.
We know how to fish. It doesn't matter where Ethereum goes. You know what I mean? Exactly. We're still going to do the same shit. We're going to keep creating.
Don't change
We're going to keep fucking connecting with people. And then it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but eventually we're going to get off that plane in Japan. And we're going to have this fucking massive fucking cartoon immersive thing. And then your one of one that you paid fucking $400 for is going to be worth 40 grand.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. Elon Musk comes up to you and says, "Gentlemen, I've got a chip I want to put into your brain."
Fuck no, bro.
And it's going to
put it in. Sign it in.
I'll tell you, put a tab on my tongue, bro.
If there's a
Give me 4 grams of shrooms. Bro.
imagine it lets you tap into the DMT thing in your brain,
bro,
and you just boom. You know what I mean?
I didn't even finish the question. He's like,
100%.
yeah, fucking put it in there.
I'm actually gonna do DMT soon too. I've got a hookup. Yeah, so I've got a top hookup for some fucking.
AFP are gonna be on you, bro.
Nah, mate, come get me. No, but I've got.
You'll never take us alive.
I've got a good hookup for some DMT too, so hopefully it comes through. There's been a lot of fucking bullshit.
What's
in the past.
motivation in taking DMT?
I just want to see the Exzidia. I want to know what he knows. I need to know before I get. We're going to go. We're going into business together. I need to know exactly what I'm in for. That's what I need.
No, but honestly, but like, what's the?
I just want to know, man. Like, and I've done shit tons of mushrooms and stuff. I just want to speak to the fucking DMT elves.
There's just a high
I just truly believe that with psychedelics that there's another realm that we just can't see until we tap into it, and we just don't understand it, and nobody can really. Alex Gray's and his brother or that mushroom dude, whatever his name is, he's probably the best ones to explain it properly. But I feel like there's another just behind us, sort of like in the movies, how you see those flashes of in between, like the Avengers, different dimensions and all that shit. I feel like that's what happens. But then when you do like a heavy fucking trip, you just get a fucking rocket there. Like you just get a glimpse. Do you know what I mean? And then for a second, you can kind of, but your brain just can't comprehend what's happening. We're not evolved enough to understand what's going on. And
it's almost like you're getting a download of consciousness that's too big for your brain to completely
that's right. You don't have the RAM. You don't have the gigabytes to just.
You don't have the.
You know what I'm saying? So Elon Musk comes on, puts a chip in your brain, and goes, "Hey, now you've got enough RAM."
Yeah, you're on Mark Zuckerberg's computer back there trying to fucking mint some NFTs. It's just not working.
I'm only taking the chip if it unlocks the DMT, bro. I'm not taking the chip if it's going to keep you fucking sober, bro. I think
it's going to do some good things though for like people that have spinal problems and all that stuff. If he can fix that, who gives a fuck?
Oh yeah,
do you know what I mean?
sure.
Like if you're paralyzed and you can't feel your dick, and then you put a chip in your head and you can get a boner again, mate, that's priceless.
100%, bro.
Take it all day, mate. Do whatever you want. Track and people are stupid because what's the dumbest thing ever? I feel like it's uneducated people that just like, if you have a fucking mobile phone, they have everything. If you've ever known a drug dealer that's got busted, they can pull up every single thing from your phone, every app that you think you have which has coded, or unless you have one of those Blackberries. Every single thing on your phone, they can pull it up. Everything. Every phone call, every text, everything you've ever said, every single Snapchat, every single thing they have access to.
That's terrifying.
You have to have one of those fucking dodgy Blackberries. That's the only way. And if you get done with those, you get like 5 years jail or some shit if you have one of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's the proper drug dealer phone. Yeah. So like they're following you anyway. They're following you.
Well, the thing is, we've become so interconnected with the internet in that we essentially are inseparable from it now at this point. You know, like you go an hour without your phone and it feels like a lifetime unless you're occupied and doing something.
Bro, what do you mean, bro? I've got 2 phones going right now, bro.
He's on Spaces right now. He's live.
I had Commander just hit me up. He's like, bro, you jumping in, I'm hosting a space. I'm just like, bro, I can't respond back yet, bro. I'm like,
is this the drug dealer that got caught that you're telling me about?
That's exactly right.
This is what I mean, bro. It's like,
he didn't learn his lesson.
I didn't learn, bro. That's what I mean, bro. This is like this Twitter, bro. Like this, like Twitter, man. I treat like I'll be on Spaces and like I'm trying to respond back to people back on Twitter. On my other phone. It's like, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my girlfriend. She understands that shit. Like she went. You know what? Because because I just paid for her tits with the NFT money. That's how she sees the real dollars.
Hold on, bro. Our NFT money's not going to reach.
No, but it was my own personal NFT money.
Slow the fuck down.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
so she sees that.
I just want to digest the sentence you just said. I just paid.
Pull her up. Let's go up to her. Go to my Instagram. Let's pull her up.
Yeah, let's pull her up.
Go to Sean's Instagram. Sean, not people.
Just search up the R&B, isn't that it?
Yeah, the R&B. Search it up. So she just got a couple of fakies, which paid for by some
M for Mike.
R&B, the R&B.
Come on, Jamie.
R&B
ring.
There she is.
In all honesty, but I'm actually still dying to meet Rachel, bro.
No, you will. Up the top, yeah. You 100% will.
Aren't you subscribed?
What, bro? Holy shit, bro. She's more popular than us.
Yeah.
64,000.
That's because she used to be a model for a minute. But she's studying nursing now instead. She still does.
Shout out to Rachel, bro.
She still does a couple modeling.
One of her photos
but she gets it.
Like, scroll down a little bit because she's got some collabs with you up here, doesn't she?
Yeah, they're more on my page though. She doesn't really post it on her own. It's her own.
She's not supportive of you, bro.
It's her own fashion stuff. You know what I mean?
But you know what?
You pick up the worst photo. It's the fuck. You can't do a gym selfie, dude. Come on.
Bingo.
There's me. check me out.
Yeah, you're looking fly as hell.
What
bro.
the fuck's
this
that?
guy, bro, isn't he not a model? This guy.
What a fuck.
Do you only
Fresh.
wear one pair of shoes?
I do have only wear these. I'm gonna wear new shoes next time. I have so many fucking pairs of shoes, but I'm wearing new shoes next time.
Come on, bro. There's like millions of photos on here.
Hold up.
Premium content, son.
Rachel, can you shout me up on Instagram, please?
There we go. Choose that middle one.
Yeah,
There you
give
go.
her a shout out.
Yeah, give me a shout out, Rachel, honestly.
So anyway, she understands like the whole thing of you need to be on your phone all the time, which a lot of people wouldn't. Like you do, man. So their boobs are even bigger now.
Far out, bro.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, congratulations. Bro.
Thank you.
I don't know. You're definitely punching, bro, straight up.
Everyone, that's what but as you heard when we first started, I'm the fuck machine.
With this astronaut suit on, bro,
This astronaut suit has a zipper here where you just pull your dick out.
That's what I mean. He came in talking about OnlyFans, bro. He just finished it OnlyFans.
I just fucking finished a fucking.
Does Rachel have an OnlyFans?
She did for a minute, and then she used to just do so the nudes that I would take of her. You could get it uncensored for a minute, and then she was making some pretty good money, to be honest. Just because she had like obviously the fans of her or whatever, and then they just wanted to see her naked.
See, but that could be a utility for you, bro. You know, you like doing the art over it. You get the raw vision of the photo.
You're right. I think she's canned it though, since she's taken the nursing thing a lot more seriously.
Right,
she's really canned it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, she understands it. She gets like
how
the
did
whole.
you guys meet?
Just go down. Is that short in the sun, bro? Look, go down. That's that one there in the sun.
From Instagram, pretty much. So basically, I was about to.
One more. Yeah, I clicked that. That's too good, bro. That's the perfect we've got to get the sunrise setting.
I think my eyes are closed.
Look at that, bro. Look at that.
I think my eyes are closed.
Kenzo Paris.
I was actually fucking cooked that weekend.
Yeah, we can tell, bro.
That was a big weekend. I'm telling you, I sketched out on fucking mushrooms and rack and ket and everything. It was fucked.
Sounds like a good party.
Sounds
like a good
party. You get
party.
just too bad and you just start fucking just hearing sounds in your mind.
I get that every day.
I was like, I need to get out of here.
So rewind a little bit before you went into your K-hole. How did you meet Rachel?
So I was mucking around with a couple of other girls that she knew or whatever, and then I just come and this is a true story. I was gonna go on a date with some other girl that she knew, and then because I didn't really know, I didn't know who she was, and then. The date was going to be the weekend after, or the next week or whatever, right? And then this girl that I was going to go on a date with, she was out on that weekend prior, and then I saw Rachel in her story, and I was like, "Get fucked." and then I followed her, and then I just did a couple cheeky fucking just replies to the stories and all that.
Yeah, what's your DM slide game? What are you
fucking good, mate?
Yeah,
fucking good.
I
can't remember what I said, but we were just joking around about something. But I was actually going overseas like 2 weeks later, and then I was like, because I was traveling by myself for a couple of months, and then I said, well, fuck it, let's just meet up. She goes, nah, if we still talk when you get back, then we'll meet up. So I was gone for like 2 months, and then she spoke to me the whole time, all the time. She must have stayed up because I was awake during the day. Obviously, on the other side, I was in Iceland and all these other places. Yeah, man, I've been everywhere. Bro. I've been fucking everywhere. I'm telling you, I've traveled non-stop since I was 17 for like the best part of 10 years.
How are you funding that?
I just spent all my money. All my money.
Just to let everyone know, because I'm very good with money. If we do, Luca the Astronaut, he jumps in, Luca the Astronaut, we are not spending money.
I'm good with money now. I'm good with money now, but I'm fucking 31. Took me over 10 years to get good with money, but I just dedicated. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck about a house. I don't give a fuck about anything. I just traveled the whole world nonstop, bam, 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 all over the place. It sucks because I didn't even take any photos back then, which is so stupid because the places I've been are the most amazing places you see on Instagram on the world. Yeah. I've been there. I've been to all of them. And then, but I just I didn't give a fuck about photos. It was so stupid. But now.
But you're a photographer. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I wasn't back then. But I'm telling you, mate, when we get fucking next year, once we kick things off and we can hopefully get this Exzidia, but we're going to take a nice little holiday.
We'll put it this way. No, there's no holidays. We're definitely going San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's right. We'll go to Comic-Con. We'll bounce around, go to Vegas, pop over to New York. You know what I mean?
I'm Mike Bro in Vegas for
That's right.
You've got this girl like messaging you for 2 months while you're on the other side of the world. You really must be the fuck machine.
It's even over the phone. She never even met me. She never even met me, and I was knocking him out for free. 100%.
Yeah,
and then
that's why I look up to this guy, bro. I'll tell you, he's my big bro, man. This guy's just setting the trend for me, bro. I think it's fucking.
Yeah, and then when we came back, we met that weekend and just said, "Fucking, it never stopped since." Yeah, we met up, and then it was just fucking
natural chemistry.
Wait, but honestly, shout out to Rachel because you know what, man, it's hard to find a missus that actually like supportive,
yeah,
her man of doing what they love, like, bro. You know what I mean, like. fuck, bro, that's goals. Like, especially as an artist, bro, that's some goal shit. Like, especially like pushing and driving someone that, like they see the potential and they believe in what you can do and like your ability and your skill. She sees that in him, bro. That's hectic. That's real relationship, bro. So
yeah, 100%.
That's mad credit.
You're
bro.
in a unique position in that your girlfriend is someone that you can actually collaborate with creatively.
That's crazy as well, bro. That's another thing, bro. That's mental, bro.
That is
You
right.
hit the
Yeah.
gold mine.
People
there.
don't understand the hours that go into this. Though.
Congratulations, bro.
Truly, like me and this cunt are up at like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, and we go to bed at
Facts,
11
bro,
o'clock at
facts.
night because we're editing before work. We're working all day as tradies, and then we're editing after work or in spaces at Socialite, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
It's like if you're an artist and you're at our level, which is just like the intermediate coming up, you know what I mean? You're selling some pieces here and there. You haven't made it yet. You're on the way, but if you're not doing that, then you're not going to fucking make it because that's where you get the hurdle. So right now, we're like, this is the top. We're like here.
Yeah.
If you're not, think about a car and you're just fucking revving the
Hold on,
shit
bro.
out of it.
I think you're there. I'm fucking a bit.
Fuck
further.
off. We're both here. We're sitting here. This is when you don't know
Lucas
what you're
pushing.
doing. This is we've figured it out and we're just fucking putting the work in hard. And then once you get over that hill and you're at the top, you sell that fucking platform out. You've made some money. You have money to reinvest into your work. You either fucking stay up there or you just crash back down.
I'm actually going further. I don't see.
You know what? We're getting in the rocket ship when we get
bro.
there and we're taking off pumping the car. That's where it fucking starts off.
So, I completely lost my train of thought there. Fuck.
That's
The-
all right.
the
Let me
point
let me
is
pick it up.
you're
Let me pick
putting
it up.
the work in, mate.
Exactly. The point is you put the work in, bro. Like we
Bingo,
sacrifice time, and I'll put it this way. Yeah, it's like a lot of people say time's not on my side. Okay, well, are you watching Netflix? Are you going out for dinners?
No.
Are you doing these things? So that's the thing. Like,
Why
I
are
don't do
you
none of
watching
this
this podcast right now? Fucking get back on the grind.
Yeah, but see, wait, this is the thing. You're
Mate,
working. You're
that's right.
working.
You're learning. You're
You're
learning.
See, right
some
now,
skills.
we don't see this as a waste of time. We see this as we're working because we're building content. We're showing people what we're
I
about.
don't mean it in that sense. What I am curious to know, though, guys, is how much of your time is committed to the actual art itself?
Fucking
how
everything,
much,
bro.
How much time is actually committed to like the drawing and sketching and planning out of the ideas and them turning them into reality, and how much of that is in the networking side of things?
All right, bro. Honestly, the networking is like, all right, you need to put the same amount of networking in as you do as your craft.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like are putting in the work with their craft or maybe get too consumed in Twitter. Oh, bro, I'll admit, bro, I was consumed in Twitter. That's why I got 2 phones. Bro, my personal phone, I have no notifications on. My other phone is full of Twitter notifications. I need to have that balance because, man, it can get full on.
Yep.
And that's why I feel like having 2 phones is good because you sort of like get yourself away from that whole like just intenseness. Because, bro, it gets intense, man. Like, I can rack up 800 to 1,000 notifications in a day.
Oh, right. I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
Oh, yeah.
We can rack up too.
We can't do that. That's what I mean, man.
Actually, I
Like,
did bring a present for you. No.
I thought it was
you
serious.
can bring it down now, bro. Come on, bro.
Oh, damn.
But you know what, like, man, you need to put the same amount of time. Like, yeah, the scheduling your time is important. You need to schedule your time.
Time management is the difference between
management.
success and failure.
That's
100%.
big. Yeah, that's huge. That's why, like, in the morning when I wake up, I draw for them hours before work or whatever I'm doing. And then, bro,
But
throughout the day.
you work in a trade, like you work in construction, so you'd be working at what, 5, 6 in the morning?
Well, yeah, I'd be getting to the job site at about,
That's
6
why you
o'clock
get
in
up
the
at 3, mate. You
That's
get
why I
2
get up at
hours
3.
in.
Getting up at
I get up at 3,
Yeah.
but I draw before
Yeah.
work. I draw 2.5 hours before
I
work.
don't even set an alarm anymore. Just get up. That's it.
It's true, yeah. You just become used to it.
It just
You know what it is?
Fuck, I'm lazy, eh?
You're lazy as fuck, yeah.
I'm lazy as fuck.
We just got a different craft. That's all it is.
It's different craft, bro. Like, you can't come in the morning, bro. No one's going to be doing podcasts besides me.
No, but it's not
Sure,
that. There's a
that's
lot
We'll
of
be
people-
here.
We're putting in that work, bro. If you're here at 3 in the morning, bro, we're here at 3 in the morning, bro.
It's blasting
You be
DMT
asleep.
hits. We're working, bro.
But yeah, look, time management is key, man. Like, the only advice I can give to people is get a fucking whiteboard, write down your goals, write down your schedule. Schedule's key, man. If you don't have a schedule, you're fucking lost.
But see, you're a wild man. You're a mad dog.
I'm a fucking Johnny
Mad
Mad
Dog
I'm
Productions.
straight Mad Dog.
You're
yeah.
a mad dog. How do you keep a mad dog on a leash with a schedule?
This is how I am, bro. I've wired myself this way. Like, bro, that's what I mean. My routine, I train after work. I come home. Now I live by myself. I'm living in my own pad. Bro, I cook dinner myself, straight away into the art. I'm going to bed at 10:30, 11. Bro, it depends. I don't even go to, like, have a scheduled time now. It's like, man, whenever I'm fucking tired, I'll go to sleep. Like, and then I'll lay in bed for a bit, pump Twitter, and then I'll go to sleep, and then I wake up in the morning.
So you're sleeping like 4 hours, maybe.
About that, yeah, bro.
Yeah, you get like you
4
just.
or 5 hours, yeah, bro. I'm sleeping.
You obviously fucking if you're tired, you do a bit more. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah, true.
You just got to always remember that is that you can put all the work in, but if you're not doing the quality, then that's going to suffer as well. But so you balance it. But you need
Yeah, bro.
it's it's a touch and go thing. It's like if you sometimes you tip the scale too much, you gotta balance that out. Exactly like what he's,
because you can know when you're tired. You know when your body's like, man, I'm wrecked. See, I know Sean trains, I train as well. Like, man, I do a lot of cardio because that's like good for me.
What kind of cardio?
Oh, bro, I do a lot of like riding bike. Bro, when I'm at the gym now, I don't do like heaps of heavy weights. I just do like minimal weights, but I'm more cardio because I feel like the cardio for me is like that mental of like another 5 minutes. And then, bro, because I live
it's almost like a meditation in a sense.
I feel like it is. For me personally, that's why I like relate to cardio more. But other people rather do weights than cardio. But I feel like fitness and like clean eating and, bro, even Alkalife, bro. Shout out to Alkalife as well. This is my water, bro.
I'm on this water sponsorship this week.
I'm getting these guys. I went to Alkalife, bro. And they hooked me
Where's
up.
my fucking water?
Bro, I'm just out here making moves, bro. I'm like, man, I went to
you got a
Alkalife.
fucking water sponsorship.
Shout out to Alkalife.
I want to put a black square over Alkalife. No one can see that now.
No, bro, you got to promote Alkalife, bro. I told Alkalife, bro, whenever I go, bro, I'm gonna have the Alkalife bottle on me. I'm not drinking beer, nothing.
You know
bro.
what? I've got fucking.
You got
I got Alka Power. Except
so
I paid for this. Fucking $10 or some shit.
Jesus. So, okay, why the alkaline water?
All right, so alkaline water, bro, our bodies run at a good pH level. Now, this water here is from the Blue Mountains, bro. It's cracker water. It's not touched by anything. It's just straight pumped from limestone water in Blue Mountains, and they pump it straight into the bottles.
I'm actually impressed. He should work for Alkalife.
Bro, I'm telling you, I reckon, honestly, we should do like a full label for him. Yes. Together. And bro, we should get Alkalife to get behind it, and we put that print on their bottles.
Coke do those custom
that's what we got to do. We need to do that, bro. I'll speak to Alkalife, and bro, we need to organize that shit. That would be mental, and we can do something to do for NFT drops. Like,
that's actually a really good idea. We'll do a custom label for them. You know,
but this is what I mean. See right now, like this is real artists because we got real thoughts. We've got real imagination. We've got real ideas, bro. This is why we're going places, because we think outside the box, everything we do.
Where do you think your ideas come from? Do you think they permeate
in
your brain? Or do you think...
I don't know. You know what it is, bro? I just feel like I'm just a blessed guy, bro.
We have different processes, I think.
We do have different
Everybody does. But he's their internal sort of, and mine's external. So mine comes from like a love of art and a love of consuming lots of art. And like, there's a book called Steal Like an Artist, which is my favorite book ever. I've listened to it like 6 times now, which explains to you that no art except for his, but no art is your own. No art is made from your own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it comes from a consumption of all these different things, which creates an idea in your head, and you think it's yours, but it's not. His comes from fucking another planet. I don't know where it fucking comes from.
Exzidia, mate.
Yeah, it truly does. Because where else? I guess you can see some sort of like taste from different things, maybe.
Please
sort
show
of,
me, bro. Please show
but
me.
But you can't. like sort of like maybe. I don't know. It's too hard to pick. Like
he gets it straight from the DMT.
Yeah,
he's got a hotline straight into his brain. Which
just to let everyone know, I didn't say anything that I've done DMT yet. So I'm a completely sober person, bro. I don't do drugs. So that's
the closest thing.
I just let you guys know, bro. I don't do psychedelics, bro.
The closest thing would be Rick and Morty, but it's not even the same thing at all.
It's not.
But what else is like acid art? You know what I mean? There is nothing else.
Yeah,
like that level, you know what I mean? Like characters and
I've just kind of built I've a lot of people always ask like, oh Luca, man, how have you sold all this? And like, there's a lot of people in the NFT space that haven't sold anything in 3 months. I've sold the majority of all, and bro, like, you know what it is, man? It's just like I'm kind of lucky that I've created my own style. But then again, bro, I fucking worked hard to create this style.
Yeah. You develop your character. You develop your person.
I've developed my person.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you said before, you guys know how to fish now. You know how to fish. So it doesn't matter how much fish are in front of you. Like if you get put in the right opportunity in the right space at the right time, then you're gonna catch a motherfucking fish.
Like, but I'll put it this way: if Disney turns to me, or Pixar goes, "Hey, Luca, bro, we're gonna make a Pixar movie. Well, we need hits." It's like, okay, sweet, we need you to draw one right now, bro. I could freestyle a hit for him right there and then.
Yeah,
bro. For me personally, bro, I can't remember the last time I created a shit character.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, bro, like the character I created the other day, I'm just like, bro, well, that's a fucking hit. But like now, I'm just creating that much hits.
You're like, the Drake of the NFT world, just banger, 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 banger.
It's like a skill. You just learn it. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna say anything about that, but bro, look, I'll put it this way: like, I'm not gonna talk myself up in any sense, but bro, at the end of the day, I've just worked hard to get to this level. That's all it is, bro. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. I've just worked hard to get this level, and bro, my time's just slowly starting to come. Bro, I thank God every day for that shit, bro. Straight up, man. Like, bro, that's why I'm grateful for everything, bro. Every opportunity I have, bro, I always thank people.
I'm just curious to know where you guys tap into your creativity from, because I've heard this.
Bro, mine's straight emotion, bro.
Straight emotion.
Bro, yeah, man. I've been through the shit, man. I went through shit this year.
What happened,
I've been through shit. Oh, bro, I'm not gonna give no one credit for anything to be like, oh yeah, he's creating mad shit because oh, I've maybe put him through that, whatever. No, I'm not going to give no one credit, but I got mad.
You don't talk down on people either.
I'm not going to talk bad. I'm not going to talk bad on anyone or anything. So it's like for me, these are just my personal experiences in life, bro. I just tap back into them, and bro, I still got mad love for people, bro. Like I got mad love for people that I've done wrong, and they've maybe done wrong to me. But bro, at the end of the day, like we all do our wrongs and our rights.
Well, if you feed off those experiences,
that's what I feed off, bro. It's memories, bro.
You draw inspiration out of it, then I don't think you'd ever be talking bad on that person.
No, I don't, and bro, I never will, because I still got mad love for him, bro. Like deep down, as an artist, bro, like I still got mad love for him, bro.
That's where that will never. A lot of artists get their
that will never fade. That will never fade for me.
Like
they can do me dirty, bro. Whatever it is, like, or I maybe did their whatever it is, bro. Like at the end of the day, it happened for a reason. I see everything happen for a reason. That's why I'm in this situation. But bro, I cherish their moments or their mad memories. Bro, in all honesty, the good and the bad, I cherish every single one of their moments.
Yeah, we're human beings, so we learn through contrast. So we get put in shitty positions, and then light comes out of it.
Always, bro. And that's what I mean. Like change. Whenever you make a change, good happens out of it. I feel like even if it's a bad, like something bad's happening in your life, bro, at the end of that badness, cherish it, because you know what I mean. Even if you share tears and that, like, bro, I've cried this year. I've played my part with like bad times and good times. I've had a lot of good times and I've had some bad ones. And bro, like even the bad ones, I cherish their moments because I feel human, bro. Like sometimes I just feel like a fucking robot because I'm just always creating. I'm in front of the Wacom. I'm fucking drawing. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
Shout out to Wacom.
Shout out to Wacom, bro. But that's what I mean. Like sometimes I feel like a robot because I'm always doing like the same shit. And it's like I like to go through my phone. Like bro, I didn't delete no photos, no videos, no nothing, bro. All the memories I have, I still have of me and like someone like photos or whatever, like with that person. Yeah. And I'll go back to that and I'll tap into that and I'll remember it. And bro, that shit gives me inspiration, bro. Like, so a lot of my art is based around inspiration, bro. Like I don't watch TV, bro. I do not watch no TV, no nothing.
Does anyone watch TV anymore?
I reckon a lot of people, a lot of people do. So? A lot of people watch TV. A lot of people watch Netflix. They get distracted by all that
Netflix
stuff.
could make a case for it. I don't think people are watching TV though.
Yeah, I feel like that's
who's watching NCIS right now.
No one.
Definitely not me.
That's a rare thing what he does though, because a lot of people let the emotion control them, and
I use it in.
He's using the emotion as a tool rather than having it consume him.
For sure, man.
It's a very rare thing.
But I've like built my mind.
That's a higher consciousness thing as well, though. Is understanding that, which I think you can only really get.
And you're not letting. You're not
seriously, God, that like because you can.
It's true, psychedelics have probably played a part in
seriously.
That. Look, that's what I mean. Like my whole lifestyle, I've created my lifestyle. So like walking always, beats, being around like good people like Sean, even my brothers, like bro, my cousins that have always supported me, bro. Age Dom, shout out to them, bro. My best mate G, my mate Pasco, bro. These guys have always like supported me doing my thing, and bro, they play a part in it as well. Like everyone in my life has played a part of my journey to where I am right now.
Exactly.
And bro, I just like I look at it and I've just wired my mind a different way. Like, bro, I felt depression before. I felt all that stuff. I haven't been on no anxiety pills and that, but I've felt down times, bro, like real down times. And bro, when you're in them times, they're the times that you need to cherish, to learn from, and to figure out like, okay, how can I learn from this situation? And I'm all about learning from the good and the bad situations.
That's some deep shit.
Do you have a process?
No, bro, the process is just tapping into the emotions and just being with it. No matter how long it takes, it can take you a whole 3 months.
So you don't run away from the emotion.
I don't run away from it, bro. I'm in it. Yeah, bro, I'm in it. Like, bro, my last like past relationship, bro, I went through that shit. That shit changed heaps me, and I cherish that. Like that for me, I'm never gonna like let go of that. But bro, from now, it's just like, bro, I'm going all the way like solo. Like, I feel like I've accepted my life for what it is now. I can't be in a relationship now because I don't have the time for it.
Yep.
And it's like I'm going all in with this.
Which sounds selfish, but it's not.
It's not selfish at all because
it's the most humble thing you can do.
You know why, bro? Because it's like people will be like, okay, I'm gonna have a family, I'm gonna have kids, this and that. I wanted that, but like I'm like
run a moon mission, baby.
Now I'm like I'm chasing that dream. And bro, Sean's with it. All the boys that back me are with it. Bro, they back me, and bro, straight up, man, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for everyone that believes in me, bro. Everyone that's collecting my art, I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for fucking everyone, bro. I'm doing it. As I mean, bro, there's a bigger power to this, bro. And last time we spoke, man, like for me, bro, I wanna help disabled foundations because my uncle was disabled and he passed away at the age of 21, and that's my main goal. That's what drives me every day, bro. My uncle that I never got to meet, bro, I started creating characters when I was 21. He passed away at the age of 21. I took that as a sign. That's been my drive ever since, bro.
We could set up a giveaway for that too.
We'll get all these artists on board.
We'll do a fucking...
Don't mind me asking. You don't have to answer. But what was the situation with your uncle?
Well, he was born normal and stuff, like him, my dad, and that's why, like, look, my dad is, I wouldn't say he's definitely not a negative person, but for me telling him like, And bro, you know what, man? It actually made me cry the other day because it was his birthday, and he actually said he was proud of me. And bro, never once has he ever, besides when I did finish my apprenticeship and became a tradesman, he said he was proud of me because I achieved something. But man, like when I first told him I was going to get into the NFT space, my parents told me be realistic. And I could have listened to them and be like, yeah, true, I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to start my own plumbing business. I said, no, fuck that, bro. Like my selfishness came out. I'm like, you know what, man? It's either make or break. Like I'm 27. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. And bro, I went for it, and now I'm in this situation where I've been networking, I've been going crazy. But back onto that question, bro. I'm pretty sure he ended up getting some kind of disease because I don't really speak about it to my dad because I could not imagine having a brother who you can't go outside and kick a football with, and you see your brother, he's on a wheelchair all his life. Like that's crazy shit, and that's a lot of fuel for me because I'm also doing it for my parents. You know what I mean? Like I feel like my dad's life got cut short from losing his brother, and then his mum passed away, who was my grandmother.
It's a lot of tragedy.
It's a lot of tragedy. That's what I mean. It's a lot of tragedy for that one time, and for him to be like, my son can be a famous artist, like that's pretty crazy. Yeah, pretty crazy to believe in. You know what I mean? Like not many people ever fucking do that shit. And bro, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for him, and I'm gonna do it for my uncle. And bro, that's what I mean. The drive that I have, that's a big drive for me, bro. Like, and that pushes me every day, bro. So yeah, man, he passed away at the age of 21. And yeah, bro, I know for a fact that would be hard for my dad. And bro, I use that shit as fuel.
Yeah.
That's my fuel to get to where I want to get to. And the fact that people believe in me, that just adds on that fuel. So there's a big drive behind me to get Luca the Astronaut to where it needs to be.
Absolutely. And I think, as we kind of interact with, just people on a day-to-day basis, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't really understand the depth of human experience that people are having. So... I would have a conversation with you just on the street, and I'd never think that you would have the depth that what you do. And it's not until we can have a sit down and have a conversation like this in which it's real. And so it kind of shifts your perspective a little bit and go, okay, so like there's value in just being kinder to people.
There is, bro, 100% there is. But I look at it like this, bro. Like there's a lot of people out there that are struggling from certain shit in life,
idea. We've got
that's what I mean, bro. We don't know. But like I look at it like this, I got a skill, Like I got a skill. I've worked hard, but it's not like I was born at this level. I had to work hard to get to this level of art. You know what I mean? Bro, it takes out. Bro, I've sacrificed 7 years of my 20s, bro. When people were out partying, doing their thing, I was in my fucking room, bro, in summer, sweating bullets, drawing. Yeah. Like that's why I'm in this situation. People can be like, oh, Luca don't deserve it, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. But I deserve this shit because I put in work to get here. And I'm going to keep putting in work. And, bro, a lot of people, they might have a skill, but they get distracted with certain things that are happening in their life. My tunnel vision now, bro, that's real tunnel vision. You know what I mean? Because I want to do it for the people that wish they had the skill. Like disabled people, bro, I guarantee they would kill to run or even just walk again. You know what I mean? Just a one day. If they had 1 day to walk again, bro, they would kill. And there's a lot of people that throw away opportunity because they're lazy, bro.
And I think that is a perfect segue to come back to the metaverse.
Oh, yeah, Decentraland?
Yes, Decentraland. Because... so for people who aren't following the news or aren't really paying attention, Elon Musk is essentially working on a new type of technology in which essentially what they're going to be able to do is insert a chip into your brain, and they're going to target it towards people that are disabled or have some kind of, disability. The example Sean threw out earlier was the guy who can't get his dick hard, and Elon Musk is going to fix that problem. And so it's being targeted towards people like that don't know how to walk or, don't have control of their hands or, whatever the disability is, they're going to work over it over time. But then once you do start to see developments like that happen and people, miraculously are able to walk and whatever, the capitalism that lives within our society is going to go, okay, so what else can we do with this? Where else can we take this? And so suddenly you're seeing Elon Musk putting chips into people's brains to help them, and you're seeing Mark Zuckerberg enter the world of the metaverse and creating like its own digital platform, which is a lot more interactive, and they're looking at playing games and interacting with each other more socially, but literally through, a pair of Oculus Rift or glasses or whatever. And so it seems like there's going to be this natural overlap that occurs.
Bro, it's the future. That's why I feel like this whole like not being conspiracy, because I don't get into conspiracies, but I feel like the whole like COVID thing and everything that's happened with like technology signing, I feel like this is the movement to go into the virtual reality world now.
It's already like the video you saw of the Facebook thing, that's like overblown a little bit because you can already do that. All it's going to be is like your job's going to be a lot more online. So you can already make a living playing Axie Infinity And there's people in like Thailand and shit that make shit tons of money just playing a game already. So it's going to be like that. What's that so game? Axie Infinity is just like it's like a little Pokemon type game. And then you make real money from it. Like you make US dollars from
How does that work?
I don't fucking know. I don't play it, but it's like
what's it called? Axie
Infinity. So it's like a little fucking Pokemon game. And
do you want to pull that up for us?
They have like their own cryptocurrency and all this stuff, and you can earn it if it's a play to earn game. So play to earn games are going to be the next step for crypto and NFTs. It's going to be fucking huge. That's what's going to take NFTs to like trillions of dollars, is it because people can make money by playing games. So think about like Fortnite, and then
is this it here? Axie Infinity?
So basically imagine when this gets to Fortnite, and then your NFT is like a fucking spacesuit which you paid a couple grand for, and if you wear that spacesuit you can be in Fortnite and
scroll down a little bit there, Nano.
And you can cut down logs or some shit, and you can create a game, and that's where that metaverse whole concept is your job will be integrated into like more of a virtual reality type of deal.
Wow, this is very interactive.
It's cool, man. It's cool. It's like one of the most successful NFT games right now.
I've never heard of it.
They've done like billions of dollars.
So hang on, just stop there. Build unstoppable teams of Axies and conquer your enemies. Each Axie has a unique strength and weakness based on its genes with billions of possible genetic combinations.
You can breed them and all this other bullshit.
So it's essentially the new Pokemon, right? And so what you do is you build these kinds of
like a world type of thing. You know what I mean? Like. You know what I look at it? Do you remember Hobo Hotel? You guys are probably too young for that.
I'm a baby.
Do you remember playing Hobo
16.
Hotel?
No, I never played it.
Oh, so Hobo Hotel was like this kind of like shitty fucking bring it up. It's
Hobo
like
Hotel.
when I was coming up fucking as a young cunt, you'd play Hobo Hotel and you could chat to people and it was like the first virtual reality thing, really.
Yeah, right.
So no, that's
not it. That's too nice.
So it's a game. Hobo Hotel, the fucking game or
Do
whatever.
you mean Habbo Hotel?
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
So he's had way too much, bro. He's going, bro. I'm sorry, that DMT's kicked in already, bro.
Whatever. But you know what I mean? You could go in there and you could chat. This was like the first virtual reality thing.
Yes, I do remember this.
I used to play that shit, man. Yeah. And it'd be
like Sims, like the equivalent of Sims,
it's
right?
like that. And you just put on your fucking glasses and you go in, and then you know what's going to be the weirdest thing is when the sex industry gets into that.
Oh, that
you
would
know what I mean?
That would actually be.
I've met a couple people that have done like the virtual reality sex thing and whatever, and they said it's fucking mental.
I'm down for it, bro.
Fucking mental. It's like looks like you're
I'm
there.
single, bro. So I'm definitely down for it, bro.
Obviously, you got to whack yourself off, but it's fucking insane.
Until they come up with Elon Musk robots that can do it for you.
Yeah, that'll be the next step. For sure.
Crazy.
And then you're gonna see like the population activity just decline by like 30%.
They need it already, man. Fucking.
There's too many of us.
You know what I mean? There's too many fucking. What's it
people.
called? Environmental. What's the thing called when the planet's heating up? What's that called?
Global warming.
Global warming. There's too much global warming already, dude. So that's gonna be the next step. Is we fuck robots. we're gonna fucking.
How long do you think it takes until the first person dies from fucking a robot too many times?
I reckon.
I reckon the robot's gonna lose it and kill the cunt. That's what I want to see. I want to see a fucking apocalypse.
Straight up, like not talking about, but I reckon the robot's gonna love me, bro. Because I can go good, bro. I can go pretty good, bro.
It's gonna run out of battery.
That robot will run out of battery, bro, because I can fucking last,
He's
bro.
the apprentice fuck machine.
I can last. Not that I've been seeing Sean and Rachel going at it, but like
we have Zoom fucking
if they're inviting me to take notes,
Zoom
bro.
classes.
They might be inviting me to take notes, bro. I'm there, bro. Honestly, man. Fucking hell, man.
Fuck.
I hope it's not awkward when I meet Rachel, bro. I don't think it will be. It should be alright.
You know what we'll do as well is we'll put it here as like as a legit thing is once we've made a bit of fucking some more waves in this space, we'll do a proper thing with some artists and we'll put together everybody puts in pieces and we'll do a proper charity thing for mental health or disability, whatever the thing is going to be, and we'll try because hopefully by then we have a few more connections and we can use some more famous artists. I'll bring Penthouse involved as well. I'm sure they'll be involved, and we'll do a proper thing for like a proper charity and try to get a couple $100 grand.
I don't lose you guys because I want to get your thoughts on the metaverse.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think it's a long way away. Like that, you're thinking like 10, 20 years away or some shit. Right now, you can go into like Decentraland or Sandbox or whatever.
So what's Decentraland?
So you could just basically go on your computer and then I've got a shitty version on my phone. I can show you. I've already showed you last time.
Will it work on the laptop? The computer rather?
Oh yeah, I'll send you the link. Do you want me to send you the link?
Just type in Decentraland.
Send it to me on Instagram and then.
So bro, Decentraland, you pretty much just like walk around in like a
but I've got an actual link where you can actually look into like a one. I'll show you now.
Yeah, some guy hit me up in the DMs as well.
So
about like a slot.
I'll send you. Yeah, see that it's good to get on there. It's good for your art. But
it's
like you have virtual like You can show your NFTs and things like that. This is like a cheap shit version. I sent it to you on Instagram.
So are you buying real estate in Decentraland? Like, is that what's
We
going on?
can't afford that, but people do.
So you can buy like property in Decentraland.
Yeah, fucking
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can hold like, there's like, no, I haven't been in there that much.
Did
but
you
Hold
send
up,
it to
hold
my
up.
clubs and everything.
Shout out to Pants, but Pants is looking at virtual reality land for us as well.
Yeah, Pants is like an anonymous dude which just helps out the
He's
projects.
the best. Yeah, he's the best, bro.
And so what are you guys doing there?
Bro, we're pretty much trying to look at how we can turn, like how can we get Luca the Astronaut into Decentraland? How can we get virtual reality land? How can we maybe get, because I know there is some big collectors in Decentraland.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, how can we get them big collectors involved in Luca the Astronaut? And I feel like we're
Yeah,
maybe
we
missing
need
a
to
bit
get
of a
in there.
market. We're kind of missing a bit of a market without being in Decentraland.
Right.
But that's the plan, bro. Look, we are looking into it at the moment.
But
So-
that'll be another investment that happens.
That's another investment that we're looking into. So yeah, that's definitely on the cards. That will be happening.
Okay, I've got the link here. I'm just going to send it to Nana.
Bro, you actually have so much tabs.
Yeah,
Like I'm not
it's
talking about like
giving
proper
me-
like acid tabs, but like tabs on the
That's
computer.
afterwards. That's afterwards.
So if you go into, you're entering the metaverse right now.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
you're there. You made
There
it.
we go.
Perfect.
So if you go to enter right now,
Is this your slot?
this is my, no,
Just hit
this is
enter?
my own personal. We can make one for you too. I'll
Fucking
show you how to do it.
oath.
I'll show you how to do it.
That's
So
fine,
these are
that's
all my artworks. So if you go click on one of those artworks, you can go buy it.
Cracker.
Wow. So if you're just listening on audio only, we're in like this interactive art
You can walk.
gallery
You can
right
use
now.
your keys to walk, but you had to follow the instructions. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
man.
Oh, damn.
That's dope, bro. It's
And so he's got his artworks like essentially hanging on walls, I guess.
Yeah,
bro.
that's right. Yeah,
That is so cool.
it's just like you can add pieces up there, and like we can do it. We'll do it for Luca as well. I'll hook it up.
Thanks,
And
bro. I appreciate it.
And so essentially anyone with this link can go and just buy your
Yeah,
work
that's
and
right.
potentially buy it.
Yeah,
So this is a digital art gallery.
yeah. So this is a free one. So imagine what it's like when you have to pay for it. It's probably way fucking better.
Yeah, bro.
And you can even, I've had people actually message me saying they put their VR goggles on and got in there. And they said it
Really?
was fucking mad. Yeah. They said it's the first time they've ever used their goggles.
Honestly, bro, I think I'm gonna buy a pair of goggles.
Yeah.
And bro, picture us like walking around in Exzidia, like the actual mushroom inside.
We could build it. We
that
could
would
build an
be
Exzidia.
something.
That's what I want to do. I want to build an
Seriously.
Exzidia in Decentraland.
Fucking
that's
oath.
what I want to do.
We buy some land and we
Yeah,
build
bro.
a fucking Exzidia
What's
space.
land going for in Decentraland?
It's like fucking a couple $100,000. maybe.
It depends on
Yeah.
the slot and how close you are to
Yeah,
like the big
but
places.
we could maybe do we could maybe link up with somebody that's already owns some, and we could say, look, we'll pay you like just a small fee or something.
No, bro.
If we can do like a launch in there, do you know what I mean? We
That'd
could,
be mad idea.
we might even be able to hook that up for the actual drop.
Hold up as well. Like NFT updates, shout out to him. He's a legend as well. Love NFT updates.
Imagine,
He did mention to me that at some point he's going to get me on Decentraland just when I'm ready.
Yeah.
That hopefully should be
imagine for the drop of it, the drop of the
Oh, bro, it'd
Exzidia
be mental.
10K, we have an actual party
in
and we.
Decentraland.
Yeah, we
fuck
pay
bro.
some animator to just animate the fuck out of the shit, and then that's the launch party. You pop in if you want to put your VR goggles on. You're
And
in.
so suddenly
click on
Exzidia
it.
becomes a tangible place. and
That's
it's not
right. You
just
click
Luca's
on the
art.
link to mint.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Boom, you're in Exzidia.
That would
Buy
be
a fucking
wild.
NFT cunt.
And so suddenly you're looking at businesses inside. What's the place called again? Decentraland.
Yeah.
You're looking at business inside Decentraland because now you've got like this property owner and he's going to let you use that space for a certain amount of hours and
That's
he's
your
going to charge
metaverse.
you rent.
That's your metaverse.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like once that chip gets put in your brain and we can interact with it, I
Yeah.
feel like our screen time's going to go from like 30%
I
to
totally agree.
This is already
80,
happening too.
90%.
You can go into Decentraland, you like have parties and hire stuff and have like artwork shows. Like there's somebody offered him an artwork spot already. So this is already happening, man. It's just people just don't know about it yet. But once it's easy and it's on Facebook and you can just click on Facebook, put your fucking glasses on, that's just how it's going to be, man. That's how you're going to buy everything. You're going to buy all your art that way. You're going to buy fucking anything. IKEA is going to open up a store there. You can just cruise. Imagine, serious to God.
Oh my God.
Honest to God, man, that's what's going to happen. You're going to put your glasses on, IKEA, you just tap in, you connect your wallet, you hook up, you send your Bitcoin or Ethereum there, and you just cruise through fucking IKEA and just pick shit out and buy shit with Bitcoin. That's
But
exactly.
are you buying the tangible stuff to bring back to your
Yeah,
real
it
apartment?
will get shipped to your house.
Or are you going to buy it for your little sim world?
No, man, it'll get shipped to your house. It'll be like, that's how you go to IKEA from now on, is that you put your shit on and you'll just fucking pick out a coffee table and it'll get shipped straight to your house. Imagine Amazon. Amazon's going to be the first motherfucker on that.
Oh,
He's the king of shipping. Now you don't even
I-
have to leave your fucking, you don't even have to pick up your phone. You just put your glasses on and you just cruise
That's it,
through
bro.
Amazon. Amazon.
Wow.
Seriously.
Take me there now, bro. I'm down.
Yeah. Well,
I'm kind of scared, boys. I
I'm
like
not-
the
I'm
real
not scared.
world. I like the tangible
Nah, it'll
real
still be
No,
real.
you can still be real, yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
For
like,
now. for now. But look, come on, listen, man. You know how people are. You know how addicted people get to these things.
You're
people
right.
are going to spend like 48 hours straight.
It's going to be like that fucking
Imagine
game,
you
that
could
show,
sketch.
really.
Imagine you could sketch in this world, bro. And imagine you could like play out ideas and actually have it like played out in front of you in this interactive space. And suddenly your layers are going to become
I think you can do that. I have seen artists that do that. They do this thing. It's like an AI thing that they interact with it physically. I have seen people do it. There's a super famous artist from like Germany or something. I think she's a woman. And I don't know how it works, but it is exactly what you're saying. Like, you know how like fucking Tony Stark does that shit? Like, she creates art like that, and she sells it. I'm pretty sure she even sold it as an NFT. I'll look it up. I'll try and find it. But I'm sure that I saw something of this woman. She created art in like a interactive AI simulator thing, and she was doing this stuff, and she created a piece. Yeah.
And so if we can bypass like our biological needs, like our need for sleep, our need for hunger, our need for water, if we can get past those like slight little speed
we become sentient beings then.
We become sentient beings. And we're
like
just
robots.
Governed by the AI.
That's
the
exactly
AI overlord that is Mark Zuckerberg.
That's right. That's why I want to do DMT. That's exactly why, because I want to see.
Bro, I just want to fucking do everything, bro. Fuck, mate, load me up, fucking mate, load it all up. I'll fucking fuck, bro. I know my cousin Adrian, mate, he wants to fucking be loaded up. He's coming to Sydney, bro. These cunts fucking been G me up about fucking doing tabs and shrooms and everything. I'm just like, fuck me, bro. You're preaching to the choir here, bro. I fucking love that shit, man.
Do you think there's gonna be drugs?
By the way, I'm just joking as well. I'm sober, bro. I don't do drugs, bro. I've never done drugs before.
We're just joking.
I just joke around, bro. I just have G people up, bro. I don't do no drugs.
That's like the when like these Instagram models are pumping and dumping NFTs or coins or shit coins or whatever. It's like that little tag at the end. This is not financial advice.
That's right.
Totally
That's a fucking play on the space. And then until we get some more like government involvement, it's just going to be the same. But the NFTs are the same shit. That's why we're going to outlast it, because we're just going to keep doing our art, and we're not here for the money.
We're doing it for the passion, bro.
We're here to build.
Yeah, but we do it because we love it.
What do you think happens with those people?
They're just going to take the money and run.
Yeah,
guarantee it.
They just rug it.
Okay, 6 months from now, we'll do a podcast, and I bet you fucking half the people that have all these projects, they just take their money and run. Yeah, guarantee. When things get a bit hard and they have to start investing their own money into things, because that's essentially what happens. And because these projects are like 4 or 5 people, but my theory is that a lot of these projects are all funded by big, massive marketing companies. The marketing company will be like, look, here's $1 million, or here's $500,000. Make this happen, and then I want you to triple to 4 times my money, and then you can take a little bit, and then they bring on this like project, all these people that are part of the project, and they just keep rinsing and repeating the same thing. That's why you have monkeys and fucking cats and fucking dogs and all this shit. They're just rinsing and repeating this exact same process.
It's just filler, bro. It's just flooded
people
with
are just
filler, bro.
nabbing it up. Yep. You know what I mean?
So when you see people like Post Malone, like, have you seen his latest music video?
Yeah, shout out to Post Malone as well,
Yeah.
bro. Post Malone bought Sniper's Bored Ape the other day.
Oh, did he?
And I spoke,
Sniper said he was never going to sell them.
And I spoke to Sniper as well, bro, on the chat. Is mental, bro.
Can you pull up Post Malone's latest music video? And I think in the first 10 seconds...
they're late, man. These guys are late, but they got the money. They can be late.
Of course, yeah. They don't give a fuck, bro. They can spend it at that much.
But that's with all these guys jumping in, they're just jumping in on the trend, man. You know what I mean? Like, what happens when the bear market comes around next year?
Just kill the volume. We don't need the volume. We'll probably...
Do you know what I mean? Like, because Bitcoin and everything's having a crack now, but it's going to get boring next year, and NFTs and same stuff like that, they're going to cool off. Are these still guys going to be here when their Bored Ape is half the value it is now? Do you think they're still going to hold it? He paid a fucking $180,000 for it. Do you reckon he's still going to hold it if it's only...
He paid 800 and I think...
Yeah, he almost paid $1 million.
Well, there you go. Sorry, he paid $1 million.
Hang on, just pay attention to these frames here. You'll see it in about 5 seconds.
Do you think he's still going to... Yeah,
there it is right there.
Do you think he's still going to fucking...
That's Sniper's right there. That's Sniper's NFT. Bro.
Do you reckon...
Isn't that crazy? In a music video.
But
like, that's a big shift in culture, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Post Malone's making NFTs cool.
I guess that, but he can hold that fucking $1 million bag. He does $1 million is probably nothing to him.
Yeah, no, $1 million JPEG, bro. It's fucking insane. That's status. Look, I'll put it this way: NFTs all about status.
Yeah, a lot of it.
They're all about status. It's like, okay, your PFP. Show me what your PFP is. I got this
What's
PFP.
Profile picture.
Profile picture.
Oh, right.
So PFP, bro. It's like your PFP on Twitter now is like you having a fucking blue tick on Instagram.
Yeah.
Rolex,
No one gives a
you know
fuck
what I mean?
about a blue tick now.
Yeah.
Your new thing is your PFP and the value of your PFP.
Shows
But
you
how
that
do you
status.
how do you verify it then? Because you can
It's
just
coming. It's going to get verified. Twitter's
think
doing it
so?
now. They're integrating it already. They're integrating verified PFPs.
because I
already.
could easily just take a screenshot of a bored ape right now and put it as my profile picture and go like, hey, I'm worth $1 million
But the
bucks.
You can, but
blockchain, the blockchain shows you that you don't own it though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but are people actually looking into that?
Yeah,
you
man,
think?
that's a
Yeah.
big thing. Yeah, checking wallets and all that bullshit. All these nerds are into that shit. No offense, but they love it, man. I don't.
It's like the sneakerhead community, right?
Hey,
They
that's
want to
exactly
make
right.
sure
You're a nerd sneaker, exactly like that. You're a fucking NFT nerd. That's just how it is. They're just obsessed with it, and so are we.
Yeah.
We don't go that far, but we're obsessed just as much as them. But we're just obsessed about the art.
I'm obsessed with everything.
These
Have
guys,
you guys like made any insane purchases on other
No
people's
comment.
artworks?
probably the highest thing I
No
bought is
comment.
like $6,000 probably, and it's fucking shit too. I hyped in on one of these fucking celebrity DJs or whatever. They dropped an NFT.
DJ Khaled's NFT.
No, it was a while back before I didn't know too much about the space yet. But you live and learn, and I just fucking FOMO'd in it. It was like $6,000 or something. And then these guys, these big dogs, they drop. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They're not coming back to put any utility, or they just think, oh, I'm famous. It should be worth all this shit. But what happens is that, like the first, second collection they drop, it basically goes to nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you lose your money. Which, you know what? I take it as a lesson now, and I'm probably going to put it on a digital thing in my house. I'm going to get like a digital because it's actually a video. It's a music and a like a graphic design and a song, and I'll just put it on a thing as a reminder of you don't FOMO into shit. And that's it.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah.
You know what I mean? You never do. You never
That's
buy.
what I say. Like, but if you're gonna buy NFTs, you buy it because you actually love the art. So
That's
if
right.
If you do fuck out, you're like,
You still
bro, I
got
still
the
love
art.
the piece.
That's
all I-
exactly how I do my whole project.
How do you give an NFT utility then? How do you make it sustain its value over the long
You
period of
offer
time?
things down the road for it.
Yeah.
For like example, what we do is we offer physical stuff. We offer free NFTs down the road. What I'm going to do with my own personal project as well is for like the members which have paid that extra premium to have their artwork created in real life is that if I end up getting famous, I'll give them a percentage of the secondary royalties. So what will happen is if there's about 6 of them right now, and if I'll probably cap it at 10 because I don't want it to get too oversupplied. But if you're part of that members group that's taken a leap and paid fucking $5,000 for one of my NFTs and I make the artwork and give it to you as a gift, and then down the road I've told them if I make it and I have a successful drop and my secondaries start popping off and I'm making money from secondaries, I'll give 50% of the secondary split between them. Do you know what I mean? So they're believing in me as an artist and be like, you know what? This guy's got the drive, he's got the art, he's got the skills.
You're paying dividends.
That's exactly what it'll
That's what
be.
you got to do, bro. That's why people are investing. Like,
You know what I mean? Invest in us now, and in the future, it's going to pay off.
Yeah. That's what I mean, bro. Like I started at like 0.02 selling my characters. Now my
Yeah.
floor price is at 0.2. So I'm
That's
like,
a 10x upgrade.
Yeah,
That's big.
so you start
and
small and
I've
you
done
work
it
your
in
way
3
up.
months, bro. Like I've worked my way, bro. There's a lot of people out there that throw their first piece of art for 1 ETH. Like, bro, I started
It's
off
never
at
going to sell, man.
yeah, it's never gonna. And I started at 0.02, and I've had to earn my spot and my respect. And bro, I'm gonna keep doing it, bro.
Yeah, you got to earn your spot.
Just because I'm like gaining like mass amounts of followers or whatever it is, like it's like I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna jump it up hard. Like people be like, well, fuck you then, bro. Like I'm just gonna
That's right.
gradually keep
That's
it
right.
going, and bro, people will respect it because it's like, well,
Have you seen any like pop off like crazy, like that MC Hammer one, for example?
Yeah, some do. Like if you got fame and you got stuff like that, or you're lucky
No,
or
but
whatever.
some of your own ones.
Oh, no, I've never caught those waves. But the problem is with those waves is that's like, I call it the influencer wave. So there is some very questionable work which sells for like, they've done like $1.5 million in volume and stuff. And like, I'm a photographer. I know good photography and it's not good. Do you know what I mean? I know the work's not good, but what's happened is a big influencer. And like, no disrespect to anybody at all, but like, I know what's like, you know what's good and what's not good. Do you know what I mean? Everybody does. Do you know what I mean? And what you can clearly see what's happened is an influencer has picked up a bunch when nobody even gives a fuck about them because their work wasn't worth fucking $10,000, $20,000, $30,000.
Yeah.
They've scooped up a bunch and they've pumped their bag. So what they've done is they've said, wait a minute, look at this guy. It's fucking amazing. And then, by the way, I've got 50 of these NFTs, which I'm going to sell for fucking $500,000 right now and dump on everybody. You know what I mean? So what they do is the influencers, I personally, what I've seen is not everybody, because obviously there's some way better artists than me in this space, way better. But there are projects where you notice where the work is not bad, but it's not worth the money people are paying for it. There's nowhere near it's worth that money. And you can see the influencers, they've obviously bought a fuckload and then they've used their which is fair enough. They've got the platform.
They use their platform.
You can do that. I would do the same shit. You know what I mean? But it's not It's not organic. 100%. If I had a fucking million subscribers on YouTube, I'd buy the shit out of everything and then plug the fuck out of it and then make a shitload of money.
But then you lose that authenticity,
the credibility,
with your audience, and like you know,
they get away with it, man.
Jake Paul, I remember trying to pull this up with you guys last time, but Jake Paul had like this stick dicks thing going on or something like that, and there's essentially just these stick drawings that go. Yeah, and it's like a literal child could have made
dog shit. It's
pure dog shit. Yeah.
There's a lot of this,
and it's essentially just like a meme NFT, if you will. And it's gonna have a very short cycle life.
But you know what it is? If you're dumb enough to buy it, I was dumb enough. I did it. I bought that shit.
I'm definitely not, bro.
Do you know what I mean? But that's the problem is that's not an organic growth. They're not going to last. Do you know what I mean? If your fucking project's doing $1, $2, $3 million in like a month because some influencer said you don't know how to fish. You got a bag of fish dumped on your doorstep. You have no idea how to fucking fish. You don't know how to work the traps, work the spaces, work it up. You just got it handed to you on a platter, and that's not sustainable. And that's why we're going to be different, is because we've had to grind our way up there. Where you might be up there already, but we're going to just slowly work our way up there and build our pillars up there. So our base is way stronger than a thing that's shot straight up, and then you've got nothing to stand on. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference between those. Maybe they will. Like, maybe I'll eat my words and they will still make it. Like, who knows? I don't give a fuck what they do. But I'm just saying is I feel like the way that we do it is a way more sustainable way. Like he was saying, you don't just bump your prices up. People are going to tell you to get fucked. You slowly work your way up and you build your community around and making your work always affordable. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
And it'll always be that way. When I personally, myself, and I know he feels the same, is we're never going to try and sell out. If it sells on the secondary for shitloads, that's fair enough. But when we first drop it from us, everybody should be able to buy it.
We want secondaries. That's the thing. Like, we want people to then make money from our art.
That's
we
right.
want them to. Like, that's really a utility of its own. Like, people buying the shit and actually making money off your shit. That's a fucking utility right there.
That's right. And you always have a good entry price.
Yeah, like that's the key, bro. So they're looking at like your popularity. They're looking at your art. They're like, yeah, I'm paying for this at this rate, and they're seeing what other people are doing for secondaries. If they sell that and they make $1,000 or $2K or $3K or fucking $20K,
phenomenal.
They're more likely to buy back from you.
They're going to buy back and they're going to support you, and they're going to be like, I fuck with this guy because he's still keeping it at an affordable price. Yeah, he's upping it up slowly, but it's still affordable because you're making money. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're still making money.
I got a crazy one too, actually. When I first started selling NFTs and they started popping off a bit, I've got this image of Lana Rhoades sucking a weed dick. So it's like a weed.
Is that still around anywhere?
Yeah, you can find it. Yeah. So
Instagram?
It's like, but I reckon I'm going to get in trouble from it one day. So I reckon she's going to see it and she's either going to love it or she's going to fucking hate it.
Shout out Lana Rhoades. You're doing God's work for us.
So it's like, it's like her sucking a weed dick or whatever, right?
Go on Sean's.
It's not on the Instagram. I had to take it down.
Oh, where have you got it?
Why?
Because I was afraid I was going to get banned because I've had my Instagram deleted like 3 times already.
3 times?
Yeah. So if you go on my OpenSea account,
it's the second last tab. Second last tab.
Yeah, second last tab. So
one more.
So I go down. So there's a photo of Lana Rhoades, and anyway, it sold for like $100 or something, and then the cunt sold.
Oh my god, the one with her in the ice cream.
That's another one. That's another one.
Pull that one up. Pull that bitch up.
Yeah. That one got me in trouble on Instagram.
That's cracking.
How good is that?
That is brilliant.
Go back though, and then I'll show you.
It's
the
such
next
a candid photo as well.
It's fucking brilliant. Go down again. Look at that. It's it's a cracker.
Wow.
You know, this got like fucking 5,000 likes on Instagram, and it didn't get banned. But then that ice cream one got banned, and I got another warning, and they said if you get one more, you're gonna get deleted again. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just taking everything down.
But if only she really seen you in person, you reckon she seen?
So is that
she'd change her mind?
I hope so. Sure. But fucking, imagine if she sees that's actually in. I swear to God, that is in print in Penthouse magazine in USA right now.
Really?
Swear to God. So if you go to USA and you pick up a Penthouse magazine, you'll see that fucking photo
that is
in it,
fucking
in the magazine. But I hope one day she just sees it and she's, you know what, that is fucking so creative.
Well, she's a mum now. You know?
Yeah, I know. That's why I reckon she's gonna hate it. But yeah.
I don't know. I think she's done so much for the sex space that, you know, she kind of just accepts it. You know, like that's part of her life. She did that.
Oh, well, it's a job, bro.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so anyway, back to something a bit more humble is that hopefully we can really bring some artists to light with Penthouse magazine. It should be launching. Hopefully we can get everything back fucking on track this week. We had a bit of issues with the Twitter handle. We had to pause the Twitter because we had to get all the contracts signed to actually use the handle throughout the whole brand. And then we'll be back hopefully online next week, and we can start pumping it out.
So I made my Twitter account because you guys.
I gave you a shout out straight away.
You need it, man.
You need it. I gave you a
That's how
straight
bad
away.
I am.
Yeah, so did I. I followed you back too.
So here's the thing, right? You know how we were talking about before how, like, you know, putting yourself out there for the first time is a bit confronting? I've been sitting for like 2 days like, fuck, what do I tweet? What do I talk about? What do I say?
Just anything and everything, man. Anything and everything.
Are going to be the masterminds behind my first tweet. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's
we'll
do a
share
think
it.
tape.
And we'll get you some fucking followers. And
what's our first tweet going to be, boys?
Fuck, I already tweeted you, bro. What do you mean?
No, like my first tweet from my account. Yeah, let's do a think tank here.
I don't know. On a moon mission with the Mad Dog production.
You know what, bro? I feel like Twitter, like, you just need whatever you're feeling. Like, bro, with my Twitter, I just post shit, bro, that everyone I'm feeling, bro. I'll post some, like, shit, this is how I just feel right now, bro. I'm just going to post it. People
do like work updates, do, like, whatever you're doing, man. And then, like, whatever's to do with the podcast, you know what I mean? You post clips, you tag people, you follow other people. And you
I'll put it this way, bro. Like, if you post this and you tag us, you're going to get followers. It's
yeah.
I know Pants will follow me for sure.
Boys, there's a camera right there. Shout out my Twitter right fucking now.
I don't know what it is. What is that?
Lucas Podcast, bro.
Lucas Podcast.
Yes. Get on it. Get on Lucas Podcast now. I'm telling you.
Fucking oath.
I honestly reckon like a lot of my followers will jump on you.
Yeah, because they're going to want to see what's
They're going to want to see
You
what's
know
happening,
what?
bro.
Since our first conversation, my Instagram has just been like spam bots for days about NFTs. I've got
I get them
500 messages.
I get them as well.
Bro.
They must. I don't know how they get you.
Yeah,
the algorithm's insane.
They're starting
how
to get
good
me on
they
Twitter
are.
now, bro. It's starting to get my head in now.
I get about 10 a day, I reckon.
Look at that, bro. Look at that. Just non-stop.
Yeah, you just delete them all, man.
I don't know
it's
if you
all
guys can
rubbish.
see that right there, but
It's pretty bad.
They do. It's fucking dog shit, man.
That's why I don't like using Instagram, because it gets thrashed in the DMs. Straight away I post something on my Instagram and it just gets the comments are like, promote this. It's like, fuck off, bro.
Yeah.
It's a cesspool.
Instagram needs to fix that shit.
Oh, my favorite is the robots. The robot's like, hey, don't look at my story.
Yeah.
Hey.
Or like, tap this link.
I can't stand it, bro. I fucking hate it, bro.
I'm really lonely right now.
Free sex down the road. .com.au.
Oh, no, but are you offering that? Because if so, bro, sign me up, yeah, bro.
Shit.
I want that short experience, bro. Not me and you, but like, you know, someone that you hook me up with, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's where we're at with that.
All right, gentlemen, I think we're good to wrap this up here.
I'm starving, bro. I'm fucking hungry,
I'm
bro.
really hungry. I'm sweating in this thing.
We're stripping, bro, after we get out of this thing,
Fucking
bro.
hot in there.
Exzidia's climate is a lot more cool in here, bro. So in Exzidia, it's cool to wear this, but in here, bro, it's fucking hot, bro.
Yeah, well, the lights, the cameras, everything, it gets a bit intense.
I reckon we just top it off as in, like, we're going to be working for the next few weeks to just bring this whole Exzidia thing together, and hopefully we can get it out sooner than later. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be the plan. We're just
Watch this space,
we'll
ladies
keep
and
grinding
gentlemen.
until then, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
keep an eye out for the Penthouse stuff, keep an eye out for both our work, and then hopefully the start of next year we can really bring our dreams together with this shit.
And where can they find you guys?
I'm at Conwells Club on Twitter. You can find me at Conwells Club, or on Instagram it's just shawns.jpg.
Beautiful.
You can find me on Instagram, but I don't really give a fuck about it. Like, it's Luca the Astronaut on Instagram. I don't give a fuck. Straight up, I don't give a fuck about Instagram.
Luca the Astronaut.
Instagram's straight up just dog shit. Don't give a fuck about it. But you can find me on Twitter, bro. Twitter's where it's at. Luca the Astronaut. Even if you type in LTA, bro, you'll see me and the boys just popping up hard. Yeah, bro, we thrash Twitter. We love Twitter.
Instagram's no good for NFTs.
Instagram's no good for
you
NFTs, man. If you're going to be into NFTs and you're going to promote art, get onto Twitter, bro. Twitter's where it's at.
Very
You can
important.
also find me in fucking Spaces as well. Bro, I want to do mad shit.
Yeah, jump in the spaces and let's have a chat. If you're watching
Beautiful.
this next time.
Yeah, bro. Straight up. Oh. Look at that.
The boys.
We're already on it,
The
bro.
boys are fucking on.
They're
We're
taking
already
photos
on
of
it,
the
bro.
astronaut suits. That's fucking
Yeah,
brilliant.
man. We're already on it, man. See, I love you being you. I love that. See, that's real shit. So, yeah, bro. Like, this is the shit we do. Like, man, on my if you look at my Twitter, bro, I just say what I want to say, man, and people love it, man. Like, and I'm always responding back to people. I'm super active on Twitter.
That's my piece. Look.
That's his piece,
Go
bro.
down, man. Check it out.
He loves it, bro. He loves it.
Yeah, that's fucking
Killer acid.
wild.
Fucking.
Are you taking the photo of the model?
No, I just pay for those ones because obviously with lockdown and stuff. But what I want to do is that once we get some time, I'm gonna just start shooting on my own shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Again, anyway.
Yeah.
Because I don't have time to do it now anyway. So I just pay for all these. I just find like a nice plain portrait shot that's just done in a studio.
They're good quality,
and you just pay for them because that's you need that. It's like a canvas. That's why I look at it. Is that image is just a canvas, and then I fuck it up.
Yeah, see, my canvas is just straight white or black.
Yeah.
And then I fuck that shit up. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? So you got to do it like that. And then, so it's just time more time efficient, man. You just pay for it. And that's like what people think is like how creative you are is how you're going to get with your NFTs. You know what I mean? You need the skills of Photoshop and things like that, obviously, but you don't need to go take your own photos. If you have the creativity and you can fucking use your mind,
steal like an artist.
Unless you
like an artist, man.
Unless you want to take the photo and you like document the adventure of taking that
right.
photo.
That's another thing too.
The art space is so big and so wide. There's so much space for everyone. In it, man.
It's true,
so
absolutely,
much space.
man.
Another thing as well for you, like, bro, now because you're new to Twitter, bro, feel free to like maybe, bro, jump into Twitter space, bro. If I'm in a Twitter space,
what's Twitter space? You keep referencing it.
All right, so, bro,
you know Clubhouse. If you use Clubhouse, it's exactly like that, but just better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, man, if you follow me, man, you'll see on my page. I'm pretty much in a Twitter space.
We can invite you. We can send you a link.
I can send you the link. Jump into Twitter space.
Yeah.
And bro, even if you want, jump in. Me, Sean. Are we going to host the space tomorrow? Just us?
Yeah, we'll try and host one soon.
Yeah,
we need to be more active. We need to have like
on
proper
our
dates.
personal spaces. Yeah.
And I fucking host. We need to have it like locked in, scheduled in.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll just be like, "Oi, pants, let's just fucking throw up a space." Like, yeah.
But if people know when it's going to happen, we do like a weekly thing. And
if
we
you can
it in.
the thing is, you need repetition. You need
that's right.
You need routine in it, so people know that. For example, Tuesday afternoons, these episodes drop.
Yeah, bro.
You know, or Thursdays or whatever.
See, right now, when I jump in Commanders, he's pretty much every night, bro.
So these are guys that have got big followings, and they do it a lot. Like, say they're not artists; they're just, I guess, crypto investors, but they're personalities, I suppose.
Marketers as well. That's what I mean. Like, you're speaking to these people, and man, they can give you advice on your podcast, how you can get it into that, maybe the NFT space.
Yeah,
these are like people that you jump into these spaces and you ask questions.
You
on
learn
how to do
shit,
things.
man.
You learn shit, bro. Like, that's why Twitter spaces are key to jump into and to learn. Like, I learn a lot in Twitter spaces.
Even if you just listen.
Even if you just listen, bro, you can hear what other people are doing.
Man, people don't listen enough.
You see where the culture's at.
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly right. And you study the game, bro. It's all about studying the game.
That's exactly what I do myself as well, is I'll find out what's happening. I'll jump in the space. I'll listen to what people are saying when they shill their work and what works, what doesn't work, what gets received by the people. Like, do you know what I mean? It's good to just note that down even just in your head about how people are interacting in those environments, do you know what I mean? And then you capitalize on that.
I'm not going to lie, bro. I don't even listen now, bro. I just literally jump up as fucking speaker. Bro, I jump into space and I request straight away and boom, I get accepted and then I'm there. I'm like
that's
talking.
right. Everybody has their own process.
That's what I mean, because I like talking and then when I'm in the speaker panel, I like also maybe give him feedback on shit that I've done as well. Like, I'd be like, oh, maybe this might work for you. But then again, if a lot of people hear me in the space, just because it worked for me doesn't mean it might work for you because we're in different situations. You can take on the advice, but it doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Yep.
Everyone has different art. Everyone has different ways of doing things. Like, that's what I mean. We're extroverts. There's people that are introverts. If you can't jump in spaces, well, you need to figure out, if I can't jump in a Twitter space, how can I, like, do something without being in Twitter spaces to market myself?
Find a way to jump in.
There's
That's
always
the trick. You got to find a way to jump in,
Yeah,
bro. Because to be an artist or to be putting yourself out there vulnerably, you have to find a way to put yourself out there.
We're literally doing it right now.
Yeah. And you know, Beeble recently was on, I think it was Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel. He was on one of the Jimmys, man. You know?
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
And I'm sure for an artist like him to do something like that is very confronting.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have the weight that it used to, but still saying that you're on Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel or any of them is like, you know, you're putting yourself out there. You have to be prepared to do that.
It's what you got to do.
You have to be prepared to do that.
If not, it's like you're just kind of wasting time.
There's no way around it.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of gets you there a little bit faster because people will then starting to see you for, they see you for who you are kind of thing because you're speaking in person.
Yep.
And I feel like that can get you a little bit further than just hiding behind your PFP.
Let's bring another artist on next time too, I reckon. I reckon we do the same thing and we have another artist there.
Do you want to get Banksy? He's probably the one person that doesn't put himself out there. Banksy.
He doesn't fucking need to, man. You know why? Because he put in decades and decades of work. He doesn't need to put himself out there. He let the art speak for itself, and he had a purpose. He had a message behind the whole thing, and then eventually it come around. Same as Beeple, man. People don't know. He's been doing that shit for 30 fucking years. He's been editing shit for years and years and years. And I've been following him for a long time. I remember his shit was $100. You buy shit for $100. Now it's $69 million or $29 million.
It's nuts.
I was following him for a very long time, and he was selling fuck all, just like prints and shit like that or whatever. And then he just putting that repetition in and just doing that day in. That's what we do ourselves. We fucking strive ourselves to do that day in, day out, showing up no matter what. No excuses. Even if you're just jumping into space, that's putting the work in. Do you know what I mean? You're making a connection. You make one friend. You make another friend. You do some work. You do some edit.
It's a domino effect, man.
Yeah,
100%.
Every day you show up no matter what, and it's going to be successful.
No, to kind of sign this thing off, do you want to pull up a Banksy Instagram page for me? Because I want to.
Yeah, he's my man.
I just love his work so much.
Same, man. He's one of my biggest
I know who
inspirations.
inspires you. Yeah, just search up Banksy.
Truly. He's probably, I have all his books. I've got everything from him, man. I know everything about this motherfucker. I love him, man. I've been to his.
Have you seen his prison piece? That's the one that really hit home.
I've been to his shows, his live shows as well. I've been to them. Yeah, I've been to them. Yeah, there's one in Sydney a couple years back. Really? Yeah, it was fucking mad.
It would be insane.
Yeah, so he did like the tour around the world or whatever. He did the jacket for Stormzy.
Keep going.
He's a god, man. He's an artistic god, truly.
Almost there. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
He just recently did another like short film as well on Instagram not that long ago. Yeah, so he went around during COVID and he did artwork. We'll react to it live then. Go up to the very top. Yeah, go to the very top. And if you go to his videos, I think it might even be in his IGTV or something. It's phenomenal, man.
Yeah, because...
So go to his videos, go across, go click on videos. If you go next to posts, videos, yeah.
The first one, I assume.
Yeah, it'll be one of those.
All right, let's just pull it up.
So I think this might even be just part of it.
Give us some sound as well.
So this is just a section of it. So it actually goes for I think a while. But it's amazing. He did like he was in a van. He traveled around the UK, just graffitiing everywhere.
Yeah, and he's so great at creating mood and energy.
He's the best, man. He's the fucking best. See, a great British spraycation. What a fucking legend. And he just does it everywhere.
And you can tell he just loves it, you know.
Yeah, man, he lives for it. There's a documentary of him as well. If you watch a documentary on Netflix or whatever, you like a famous graffiti artist that he's friends with for like 20 years or whatever, they tell the story about him and stuff. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
He's a true inspiration, man.
And the fact that he just tags walls. Yeah, that's what he does. He just tags walls.
That's right.
It's pretty hectic, bro. See, that's the thing. People say that graffiti gets you nowhere, bro. It fucking gets you places, bro.
That's right. He's the king of it, man. He's the king of bringing it to the mainstream.
Wow, that's beautiful. We're all in the same boat. I love that.
This is actually awesome. This is like...
So
I love this form of art too. Yeah,
traffic cone with some.
So it's like
foam.
This is like modern contemporary, like whatever.
Oh, and he's given a statue what looks like ice cream.
It's fucking awesome.
On a tongue. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's such a everything's a Banksy thing. This is awesome too. Like it's going to that next man. This is what I'd like to do. Imagine this, but like in Japan. Do you know what I mean? We're doing this interactive art.
Man. And they'd be so open to ideas like this.
Yeah, man.
You know, I feel like in Sydney, you just don't get away with that.
Yeah, we'll do one in Sydney too because it's our hometown, but where it's really going to take off is these places that really love these cartoons. Yeah. That's insane, man.
Yeah, bro, that's fucking insane.
Imagine coming across that and you'd be like, fucking, is that a Banksy or what? Am I going to fucking just...
That's the thing,
what
right?
Is that?
You're going to have everyone asking, is that a Banksy?
Yeah, or is it just
Banksy?
some fucking bullshit?
Is that an LTA? Is that an LTA?
That's what it's going to be. Is that an LTA? We're going to be doing some guerrilla marketing. You better believe that.
It's going to be fucking LTA because I will go hard, but I'm telling you, I'll be painting the motherfucker everywhere, man.
And his videos just make me so happy, man. I could watch them all day.
Yeah, he's the best, man. Like, it's just the most purest form of art ever. It's from the streets, from graffiti, do you know what I mean, to becoming a fine art. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's the best contrast out of any artist on the planet, I think, is that Beeple does his thing, but he doesn't do this, man.
No.
He doesn't have boots on the ground.
No, that's what I mean. Boots on the ground gives you respect as well.
All right, boys.
Let's wrap it up.
Absolute pleasure to have the two of you here.
I appreciate
it. It's always
you having us.
fucking fun. Love you guys. Can't wait to see all the projects you come up with over the next couple months. And I will be buying NFTs as soon as I have a little bit of cash on my hands.
See, my fall's pretty up now, bro. So fuck.
Yeah. I'll get you an
I'm running, I promise.
I'll make you an artwork.
I'll sell a kidney.
I think you have to sell both.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button and check these guys out on Twitter, Instagram, OpenSea, the whole lot. Bang, we're done.
Everything.
Thanks, guys.
Love you, bro.